Hopefully you guys can hear me now. It's Fiji. What's going on, everybody? We are reading Western Zhao Invasion Arc of Kingdom, so chapter 500 onwards. Hold up, what's going on here? Why is the preview bugging? Okay, so we're reading the Western Zhao Invasion Arc onwards. Chapter 500 to chapter 534 tonight. We got Portent in the chat. He said, thought you said you would do the streams much earlier. I will be, but today it was just, it's a late night stream for today, but a few hours earlier for the next, few days, or for the next few streams. I'll probably be starting at like 6 p.m. my time, which is afternoon for Americans. But yeah, today it was like, I just had a busy day. I had a video to get out. When I have a video to make, it's like, yeah, I'll be wasting time. But yeah, chat is kind of quiet right now, so I might just get straight into reading, to be honest. Yeah. What's good, Ravi? We're reading this very controversial arc for some reason. Some people have it top 2, top 1, some top 3, some have it bottom 1, bottom 2, bottom 3. So we'll see. I saw King of Lightning. Without looking at the panels, I read what his tweet said, and he basically said it's the best arc in the series for him, or rivaling Coalition. So we'll see. Hey, it was good, Joz. I wish I had read Kingdom so I could peep these streams. Read Kingdom, bro. Trust me. Read Kingdom. Kingdom is the fucking GOAT. Amazing, amazing series. Anyways, I'm just gonna get straight into reading, man. I'm just gonna get straight into reading, guys. Chapter 500. Is the brightness a bit too high? Nah, I think it should be fine. Chapter 500 of Kingdom. We got Kanki, Yotanwa, and Orsen. 11th year of reign. They just look so raw, bro. The combined forces of the Orsen, Kanki, and Yotanwa armies sets forth for the lands of Zhao. This, good god, the setup, the post-Kokyo stream, the post-Kokyo stream was insane. The setup for this arc was like top 2 favorite setups of an arc, and my top 1 is Coalition, and it's very fucking hard to beat Coalition. So it's like, wow, that setup was amazing. The stakes are high, like they're not as high as Coalition, but they're up there because it's still the same thing if they fail this mission. If they fail this mission, it's as if losing to the Coalition army, because regardless, if they fail this and the Yotanwa, Orsen, and Kanki armies are destroyed, then Chin is done for. So yeah, man. Good lord. Bao, yeah, I think Bao is one of the guys who has this as top 1. I think he has it top 2. He's just trolling the chat. Because this nigga Ravi here. I said best, but not most overrated. I'm gonna ignore the chat, man. I'm just gonna read. Zhao, Western Front, Buhaku Castle. My lords, urgent news. A huge force has just departed from Kanyo in Chin. The leaders are Kanki, Orsen, as well as the ruler of Chin's western mountain tribes, Yotanwa. We believe all of them are making for Kokyo. 3 whole armies heading for Kokyo? The western mountain tribes must be the same ones that showed up at Sai. The same bitch who told Hawken, she bullied Hawken. What's his name? Hawken, right? Hawken, and then you have Horsen. Horsen is the king of Chi, right? And then this is Hawken. Hawken is Shin versus Hawken. Yeah, Hawken. You have Orken. You have Orken, which is I forgot who Orken is. Then you have Hawken. Then you have Orsen. And then you have Horsen. Wild. I might be... No. Horsen is from Gintama. Anyways, I give up. Their number, we believe, up to 200,000. 200,000? That's more than three times what they sent to the battle at Kokuyo. Riboku-sama. It would appear that Chin's chief of military, the good Shohei-kun, has realized how fatal it would be for Chin where the West... What? Has realized how fatal it would be for Chin were the Western campaign to turn into a quagmire, and has decided to gamble everything on this first strike. A most wise decision. Oh, so his name is Orken. I thought his name was Horsen. Okay, Orken. Thank you. Not exactly the time to be complimenting the enemy. Kanki, Orsen, and this ruler of the mountains. Each one of them sounds like a real pain in the ass to deal with. But on the other hand, should we repel them, this would prove to be a colossal blow to Chin. Yeah, I know, Horsen is the Yato from Gito. I know. This battle will make or break everything. Yeah, the setup is top tier, man. Kane, I need you to arrange a messenger to Kantan, requesting the deployment of General Kocho. Sorry, folks. General Kocho, you wish for the guardian deity of the royal capital to come out here to the west? The enemy has wagered every last scrap of resource at their disposal on this expedition. Then perhaps we should also summon Kisui of Rigan, who we sent to Castle Kai. Indeed, Kane, see to it that Kisui also makes his way here to post haste. Now things are getting interesting. What's good, Abdel? I need to get a little comfortable because we're about to read like 34 chapters. Fute, you are to oversee the transfer of 10,000 troops from Castle Kaku behind us to here. I shall gather information along the front lines while we wait for everyone to assemble. Shunsuji, be sure to pay special attention to the flow of the enemy's food supplies as well as the amount. Obtain a good picture of that, and the enemy's intentions will also become clear. Yeah, if you know how much food they have, you know how long they're trying to do this. And if they have a small amount of food, that means they're going in for an all-out strike. If they have a lot of food, that means, 200,000 men, they're planning to do this for the long haul. And since I think they're going for a 3-year conquest, I think there's going to be a shit ton of food. But we'll see. I think that's what he said, isn't it, right? 3-year conquest? Shindono, I'm looking... Oh. It's that glaive, dog. That glaive resting on his shoulder, dog. Shindono, I'm looking for Karyo 10. Have you seen her? Shindono. Can you keep it down, Ensan? A man's trying to enjoy his time with a great general's glaive, 10's behind us to the rear. Hey, she's talking to Yotano. I know that Hishin unit's been attached under the Yotano army. Yeah, let's go. But we're the type that needs a certain degree of freedom to exhibit our true capabilities. So were you to come up with a plan that needs to be stuck to precisely, it would probably be best not to base it around the Hishin unit as the center. You came to me so soon just to say that? Yeah, I figured the earlier the better. No need to worry. I've heard that your unit isn't suited to that sort of thing. All the same, all of you have grown into quite the figures, haven't you? At our first meeting, it was just the 3 of you who came to seek my help. I didn't read this on stream, but bro, I remember reading this shit, man. They have come a long fucking way, bro. You mean 4? Heck, he was there too. Stop trying to be nice. Back then, for myself, it goes without saying, but I bet even in their wildest dreams, Shin and Sei would never have imagined things turning out as they have today. You think so? When I saw Sei's eyes all those years ago, I was inclined to think that he would come this far. Let's go. I will become the first king to unify in these lands. That page is godly, bro. Really now? Then I guess it's finally... What's the Kanki army rearguard doing over there? We left such a big gap before following them into the North Passage, and we caught up. Why are they so slow? Good grief, what are they doing? We really can't afford to drag our feet on this campaign either. No, the Kanki army's speed is most certainly not slow. If anything, it's more that the Hessian unit who is serving as the Mountain Army's vanguard is just simply that fast. Carrier 10, you need to stop being so tense. Out of all of those who know of the attack on Gyo, you and Shobunkun have been on edge the most. Because they know of the true stakes of this battle. When you act unnaturally like that, it's guaranteed to be passed down onto the soldiers as well, where it will also be picked up by the enemy. I'm sure you already know this attack on Gyo consists of acting as if we plan to hit Western Zhao from Kokyo, baiting them into concentrating their defenses on the west, and then suddenly changing heading midway, striking our way deep into the royal capital's territory in a single push. If they were to quickly notice our feint and move to instead fortify the royal capital's defenses, then it would become nigh impossible for us to get anywhere near Kantan or Gyo. In other words, hold up lads. Hold up, what's happening? This tablet playing games again? Oh good lord. How? I literally fixed it last time. I permanently fixed it last time. 1 second. Hey, we got Malik and SB in the chat. What's poppin', folks? Thanks for pulling up. I know you probably can't chill. But thanks for pulling up regardless. Give me a second, y'all. Fucking hell. Good lord, what's going on here? Why is this wilding out? I hate when this happens. It's been happening too often for my liking. Ah, oh, good lord. You know what? We're just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna restart, bro. Cool. I'm gonna read on the PC for a bit, man. Because this is tripping once again. Always tripping. Always tripping. So we're just gonna read on the PC for a bit. Alright. Okay. Acting as if we plan to hit Western Zhao from Kokyo, baiting them into concentrating the defenses of the west, and then suddenly changing heading midway, striking our way deep into the royal capital's territory in a single push. If they were to quickly notice our feint and move to instead fortify the royal capital's defenses, then it will become nigh impossible for us to get anywhere near Kantan or Gyo. In other words, the very first phase of this battle will be how long we can keep Riboku in the dark as to our true target of Gyo. It is only until we switch headings from Kokyo to Gyo that time and speed become of the essence. And until that moment comes, we should not give off any impressions of being overly twitchy. Yeah, I know SB, I got 9 days to catch up. I got it, don't worry. Which is why you must put on airs as if this were any other battle. A force this large is sure to have Zhao insiders mixed in amongst us, for our opponent is Riboku after all. The battle has already begun, Karyo 10. Yeah, thanks for the advice, Yotanwa. Chin Supply Transfer Depot Kinan, located roughly 5 days away from Kokyo. Just as Yotanwa predicted, by this point there were already Zhao soldiers who had infiltrated the ranks of Qin's military. Not only that, but there were also Zhao insiders who had wormed their way into the supply convoys that preceded the actual army. Oh shit, this music is loud. Finna get copyrighted for that? That music was loud. Report. Food supplies have been continuously arriving from the inner Qin regions. All supplies from the castle towns in the region have been directed to Ryuka and Kinan, where convoys have been making trips to and from Kokyo. Are you absolutely certain? It matches up with our insider reports. Our informant claims that over 50,000 stone of food is being sent to Kokyo. Zhao had obtained a crystal clear picture of Qin's supply lines. 50,000 stone of food would be just right for the 200,000 soldiers that were reported. If they're sending all that food to Kokyo, then all three Qin armies must intend to enter Kokyo first before spreading out and beginning their attacks. The Qin are without a doubt intending to invade us from Kokyo. Send that to Ribaku-sama along with the report just now. Qin Depot Kinan. Inside Kinan, a top secret underground facility. However, inside this underground facility that was created 3 months ago, the incoming stores of food were emptied out and instead carefully refilled with dirt and wood to the same weight before being sent out once again. The supply line stretching to Kokyo that had been spotted by the Zhao was in fact entirely fake. The real stockpile of food was instead being accumulated here at Kinan. Oof. Look at Orsen. Qin's machinations had already been set in motion since long ago. I need to show you guys some panels, like just in general when reading. What is going on with this shit, bro? Good lord. Bro, I don't know what is going on with this tablet today, man. Not even today, every fucking stream is playing games, dog. Orsen really the god of this arc. This arc's so goat to me. What's going on, man? Maybe that will fix it. There we go. Give me a second, lads. What? Oh lord, give me literally 5 seconds. This shit is so annoying. It always happens at the start of every stream. There we go. Good God. Hopefully that's working. This shit is so annoying. Alright, cool. We're going to start chapter 501. Chapter 501, Mutual Probing. With every successive step, the hour of triumph draws closer and closer. That's the army headed for Western Zhao. There's so many of them. Heavens, how long does it stretch on for? That's easily more than 100,000. I heard it's a joint army too. And the one in charge is General Orsen. General Kanki's with them too. That's Sekiran Castle over there, Shin. Yeah, we're almost there then. Yep, if we've reached Sekiran, then it means that we're only 2 days away from Kinan, where all our food supplies have been secretly stored. And most likely that's where we will change directions. We will pick up the supplies, then make a sudden change in heading for the southeast instead, which is the moment where Riboku should finally notice. Never has a stream buffered so much. Are you for real right now? It says the stream status is good. Is that happening for other people or is it just him? Must just be you, man. Because this is good to me. It's perfect to me. Wait, give me a second. I'll try to do something to fix the buffer. Stream is fine? Yeah, I knew it was just you. I knew it was just you. It's your internet, not mine. Not buffering for you? Yeah, it's just this guy. It's just this guy. But I am having a problem with... I hate this shit so much. I hate this shit so much. Good lord, this is pissing me off. Why is the fucking mouse pad not working? Hi, 1 second. This is so annoying. Now of all times, are you joking me right now, bro? Good lord. Oh my god. This is pissing me off. This is pissing me off. Why does this happen every single stream? This is bad. It's just the touch plays games and the keypad just plays games a lot. It's fine, it'll be fixed in a second. Yeah, we're on chapter 501. Sorry about that. It's fine, we're just gonna fuck this laptop, bro. We're just gonna read on the screen like normal, man. Alright, cool. That should work. Read Kingdom. Okay. So it's raining. Acting unnatural like this near Kinan is the last thing we need right now. Rain, huh? Good thing we stopped for a rest, eh, boys? We'd have gotten soaked otherwise. Damn, that's some rain. This ain't stopping anytime soon. Are the soldiers of the plains unable to march in just... what? These translations are so garbage, bro. I'm going back to manga. These translations are actually terrible. Like, I can't even understand what it says. Okay, yeah, back to manga decks, because that shit is garbage. It's not that they cannot, but simply that it would not be wise. Is that just because it's the mountain folk? Is that's why the translation was crap, because they can't speak properly? Like, their English is terrible? Marching in this rain tires you out ridiculously fast, so we want to conserve our strength. Well, if you think about it another way. When it's time to run, he's going to want us to run as if demons themselves were behind us. So that's why. But how did he know it was going to rain? So that's how it was. He's even considering the rain's impact on the men's fatigue. The general must be taking into account even the smallest of details. He's keeping track of the army's stamina. General Orsen's already begun his wind-up for the main event. West Zhao frontline area. Reporting. The Qin army should arrive at Kinnan in 2 days. From there, it's another 5 days until they reach Kokyo. There still haven't been any major movements in the Kokyo region. We believe they are waiting for the arrival of the joint army. Shunsuiji-sama, perhaps it's about time you rejoined Riboku-sama at Buhaku. I know. I'll leave this place to you. If anything arises, no matter how trivial it may seem, let me know at once. Messengers, do you have anything else to report? Just one thing, sir. What is it? It concerns the spies we dispatched to Kinnan, the enemy supply depot. 5 spies. They've lost contact to 5 spies. Is it only Kinnan? Have our spies been caught in any other locations? No. There was one amongst the transporters. Kinnan. So does that mean that Kinnan has tighter security than anywhere else? For what reason would the simple supply depot warrant such security? Yeah, he's clocking on. This guy's smart. Shinsuiji. Is it because Kinnan is not just a checkpoint for the supplies? Sir, in which case, Kinnan must have a secret. A secret? The Qin are hiding something in Kinnan. This guy's smart. He's clocking on. And there's only one thing that can be hidden in a military supply depot. He's already clocking, dog. And that is enough food to keep 200,000 soldiers fed for many a fortnight. What? He deciphered it like that? But weren't they transporting all of it to Kokyo? Bui, send an urgent message to Riboku-sama. There is a distinct possibility that Qin intends to change targets at Kinnan. But we have no conclusive evidence of... Ooh, this is bad. We already delving into this shit? Finally. Finally I can read on this. Finally fixed it. Okay, I can read normally now. Okay guys, I'm sorry about all of that shit coming to the stage. Now I can read properly and actually show you guys some of the panels. Do you want to just turn on video? If it turns out to be groundless, then it won't cost us much. But if we've been misled by the Qin, they will be greatly set back by this. Have our spies verify the contents of the supplies between Kinnan and Kokyo? Yes, sir. I will stay here and continue gathering information. Yes, his hair is very weird. His hair is very weird. It reminds me of a certain Naruto character. I don't know why. Whose hair looks like that? I don't know. It's just his hair looks funny. I bring urgent news, a top priority message. Just as Shunsuiji had taken notice of Kinnan's strange behavior and set out a missive to Riboku, The Orsen army was also about to receive an urgent message from one of Orsen's personal spies. Interestingly, the source of this message was not from Zhao. When did this arrive? Just this morning, sir. It had the red seal of a critical notice, so I rushed here while swapping mounts. Crack. Orsen just so serious all the time. General, burn it after you finish reading. Then if I may, good job bringing it to me. I shall be counting on you if anything else arises. What? This is? Send word to all troops. We will be increasing the speed of our march. The warring states, Is another state gonna get involved? I love his hair because it reminds me of Super Saiyan. It kinda does. Zhao frontline area. Riboku's headquarters, Buhaku. Just as Shunsuiji, this guy's name is hard to say, I'm just going to call him Shun. Just as Shun's top priority message was about to reach the men stationed at Buhaku, within the walls, Riboku and his retinue received another urgent report from a completely different messenger. What did you just say? And its contents were exactly the same as what Orsen of Qin had received. Another state is going to be involved? Riboku-sama, of all possible days he chose now, for that man in the east to make a move now. From Shiji, Zhao Hereditary Horse Section, the state of Zhao just before they entered a battle encompassing the region around the capital. Is this Rempa, bro? Is this Rempa? Clashed swords with Yan! Ordo! This is good for us, isn't it? This is very good for us. It's the armies of Yan. Yan has come for our land. Concentrate your forces westward against Qin, and your eastern defenses will thin in turn. I'm afraid I'm not that nice of a guy to just let such an opportunity slip by. I thought they would just leave them be, because if Qin succeed in the Zhao conquest, then it would prove very troublesome for all of the other states to clap back against Qin. But turns out Yan doesn't give a fuck. Now Riboku, how about going at it for a few rounds with me too? Great General of Yan, Ordo. So why did he send that message to Orsen? Is he telling Orsen, look, we can come to agreement. We will split the spoils of war? Is that what he's trying to say? Bring me the map of the eastern region. Summon all those. It can't have been Rempa because it was coming from the east, so I should have known it was Yan from the beginning, but yeah. Just that smile looks like Rempa, dog. Summon all those in the castle who know the lay of land. What of Yan's numbers and route? At around the same time as Riboku and his companions found their attention diverted eastwards by this unexpected invasion from Yan, the Qin joint force had progressed to a point where Kinan had come into sight, the place that would mark the change in direction and fate. This build-up is insane. Chapter 502, folks. So I have read 2 chapters in half an hour. Wow. I'm going to pick up the pace. Don't worry, folks. Yo, this is a great page. Is this the volume cover? I never knew that the glaive was blue. The glaive is the same color as his armor? Like, that's fire, man. It's like a metallic blue. He isn't the one that sent it. It was a spy. Orsen had nothing to do with it. Anyways, we finally arrived. Oh, good point. Good point, Abdul. Good point. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. He got it from a spy in the... Okay, makes perfect sense. Thank you. We finally arrived. What was it called again? Kinan. It's Kinan. Man, it's completely dark too. How come you guys who got there first still haven't set up camp for the night yet? You're right. I wonder why. 5,000 man commander Kasuo. Report to the command tent. Captain of the Hishin unit. Please come immediately to the command tent. Shin. Yeah, I better go. I can just tell this is gonna be a dope ass chapter, bro. Finally, here's the last one. Shin of the Hishin unit has arrived. What took you so long, boy? My bad, I couldn't tell where the HQ was. Also, he not just Luffy of Kingdom, he's Zoro of Kingdom too? Let's go! Ow, that hurts, General Doorman. You've got some attitude for the last one to arrive, and don't get lost, you bloody moron. Dumbass. General, everyone has arrived. I will keep this brief, as we shall be setting off immediately. Shin knows, everyone else here doesn't. Heck, he is like, setting off immediately? We are hereby changing destinations from Kinan onwards, and will be making for Gyor instead. Changing destinations? To Gyor? The time's finally come, eh? A moment, please, General. We're not supposed to be heading to Kokyo. Were we not supposed to be heading to Kokyo so as to begin an attack on Western Zhao? That's what we were told. And by Gyor? But by Gyor, do you mean the second largest city within Zhao's domain? That's right. What? There is no need for concern. The preparations have already been made. They just came right out of Kinan. Are those food supplies? But sir, General, we will be setting out right away. As commanders, it is your responsibility to see to the timely movement of your respective armies and units. If even one of your squads lags behind, then as their commanding officer, it will be you that shall be executed for their failures. No excuses. Are we clear on that? Orson is a goat, man. Oof, scary. It's only natural. Hey, 1 second, I forgot to do something. You're right. You're right, man. You're right on that. What happened to the OG Fiji Dono? You're right on that. I changed. So I'm going to have to quickly... 1 second, guys. I changed from Fiji Dono to... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, forget it. 1 second. Give me a second, guys. I need to change this real quick. That is not my Twitter anymore. The one you're seeing on the screen right now. Hold up. What is going on here? What? I'm gonna give up. Oh, what did I just do? Yeah, so I did do it. Okay. There we go. Why does that say Fiji Dono? Alright, cool. 1 second. Yeah, I said I'll pick up the pace and then I wowed out. That's just the Fiji effect. Give a second for Image. Why am I wilding today, bro? Okay, there we go. There we go. Well, there we go. 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 Okay, so new Twitter, as you can see. Yeah, okay, as you can see right there, new Twitter. Follow that up. There we go. I changed to this new Twitter because yeah, I didn't fuck with the last one for various reasons, but yeah. Okay, now that that shit is out of the way, let's get into it. Let's read. Sorry about that, folks, man. I've been wilding today. 100 pauses Fiji. Hey, man. Okay, back to reading. Ooh, scary, Kanki. Ooh, scary. Yotanwa, it's only natural. This battle, everything is riding on it, bro. And I don't know why I struggle to see a W. I don't know why. At least not a full W. I expect this to be a... You are dismissed. Yes, sir. Ah, crap. My boys are definitely going to start skulking and dragging their feet when they find out. Well, you don't have to tell them everything right away. It's night after all. If you don't say anything, they won't know where we're going. Well, regardless, the time really has finally come. Yep. Once we switch directions, Riboku is bound to realize. And once that happens, it's a race to see who reaches Zhao's capital first. Which means there's no going back once we start. That wasn't even a choice to begin with. Don't celebrate too soon. It's not like we've broken into Zhao's capital's inner zone yet. Of course I know that, Ohon. Which is why we're going to be slogging through the darkness tonight. Also, we can catch Riboku with his pants down. Damn what I'd give to see his face when he gets the news. Western Zhao frontline, Castle City, Buhaku. Report, Kani Castle has fallen. I repeat, Kani Castle has fallen to Yan. Reigen Castle has also fallen. Even the key stronghold of Reigen has fallen? On to the next. Oh, Ordo came in clutch for us. Riboku, we should dispatch General Kocho who just left Kantan. If we do not stop Yan's advance, there is the risk of the entire eastern line collapsing. But if we were to send Kocho eastwards, then it will greatly impact our strategy for the western front. But what other choice do we have? Kane, send an urgent missive to General Kocho. What of the path Yan is taking? Are they heading for Hoshi, our largest city in the east, as we expected? No, sir. They've shifted slightly southwards. It appears they're going after the mid-sized city of Seika. They're heading for Seika? Riboku-sama, what's with that reaction? Seika. Inside Seika is the man called Shibasho. Shibasho? Who? This guy's silhouette looks raw. I've heard of the name. Was he not the lord of Seika? And has he not been bedridden with illness all these years? There's even rumours of his death. I assure you he is quite alive, and has neither illness or disease. His illness is nothing more than an excuse for him to ignore all orders and decrees from Central Zhao, which he utterly detests. He even used it as a reason to turn down his appointment to the Three Great Heavens before. The Three Great Heavens? He turned it down? God damn. How could that be? A man worthy of such prestige in such a remote city, and neither is his name known across the lands? Fools, that's exactly the sort of place you'd find monsters and prodigies. But, Hey, my boy Kisui's here? Riboku-sama, is this Shibasho that much of a... It was I who recommended him for that position. For Shibasho is the type who will never lift a finger barring his home city of Seika being attacked. Oh, while the appointment to the Three Great Heavens was mainly to spur him into action, his actual talents are also without a doubt. Report, activity in the eastern city of Seika. The 5,000-man army of Seika under the command of their lord Shibasho appears to have set forth from the city. He is personally setting out, dog. Shibasho has set out. Excellent. This is exactly what you call waking the sleeping tiger. Looks like that fool Ordo didn't quite do his homework. Kane cancelled that missive to General Kocho. For now, we should all calm down and observe the situation. The eastern front is by no means without its defences. If Shibasho is able to stop Ordo's momentum, then the commander of the east, Chohaku, should be able to push out Yan with the eastern army. We will let the east stew until the next big development arises. For now, we should focus on the approaching Qin from the west. Come to think of it, why has Shunsuiji still not returned from the front lines? About that, sir, my utmost apologies. Due to how critical the eastern report was, we had delayed Shunsuiji's own report. Fucking idiots. Oh, this is good for us though, man. Shunsuiji himself has remained at Juka due to the suspicious behavior by the Qin. Suspicious behavior? Going by the messenger, they may have deceived us all along. Something about the possibility of them changing targets from Kinan onwards. Changing targets? From Kinan? Bring out the western map again. Yes, sir, here it is. Are there enough pieces? It's fine, so be quiet. They've deceived us. Kinan, a checkpoint for the military supply line. They've deceived us at Kinan. But a supply convoy links Kinan and Kokyo. Is it a fake supply line? Impossible. Faking a supply convoy requires considerable preparations beforehand. But that's exactly what Shunsuiji believes they might have done. So if we were to assume that the supplies from Kinan onwards are all fake, and that the majority of the food supplies still remain in Kinan, then yes, the Qin army can grab them on the way and make for a completely new destination. But where would this joint army of 200,000 men go? Immediately to the south lies the Yellow River, blocking their way. And even if they went east, the only thing that awaits them is the iron-walled defences of the royal capital. He's come to the realization. He has come to the realization. It's Gyor. Riboku said, "Bah!" Good lord, this anime scene would be wild. Are you out of your mind, Chin? As dawn broke on that night, Shinsuiji would receive a report stating that 200,000 soldiers at Kinnan had all vanished without a trace. It's coming, dog. They're coming for you, bro. Hey, chapter 503, lads. Chapter 503, lads. Oh my god, man. The art is so good. Taiko mountain range. Messenger birds, how rare. Heading to the capital through the mountains. They're running away, bro. A massive army's on the way. That's what's got them scared. Hey, man. Hey, what's the chat been saying? I haven't checked in a second. This is the arc you'll see more of Riboku. Nice. Because right now, Ryofui is clear as the best antagonist in Kingdom for me so far. And Riboku has the potential to surpass that. So, I look forward to it. I look forward to it. Hey, yo, let me change the song real quick, Fiji. Hey, Malik. Fat bitch reads donations for hours and then reads the chapter. Fuck that nigga. Cole, wait like a whole hour before he starts reading something. Hey, man. Why you gotta diss him like that, Bao? What the fuck? Cole a go, man. He just has the most garbage One Piece takes on the planet, but he's a go. Oh, no, actually... second most garbage, second to only Tai. Anyways, the bearers of ill portent speed through the treacherous mountains. They're shook. They're shook, bro. No way. All of those are messenger birds? Oh, it's messenger birds. Okay, never mind. I've never seen so many at once. But why are there so many? Did something so important happen that a few birds would not be enough? And they're all heading for Kantan too. What in the world is going on? I thought it was just birds scared of like the 200,000 men coming. The march of the 200,000 men had them shook. But yeah, I guess there's something else. Zhao royal capital Kantan. So many are arriving. Koshu-sama, what does the message say? By the heavens, this is an emergency. Get me a horse at once. The royal palace, his majesty must be notified. What? Send for General Korson Ryu as well. Chin is... oh, I think this is the first time I've seen him. Chin is making their way towards us, you say? King Tojo. So they come to snatch these bars from me? Unforgivable. We will fight, even if all else must be reduced to ash, any cinder. And cinder, my paradise alone must be safeguarded. Okay, this guy's a trash king. This is no laughing matter. Urgent messages have been arriving without end from Riboku-sama over the Taiko Mountains. What's this slurping noise? Is he getting slurped from under the water? Your Majesty. His Majesty is busy recovering from the daily ordeals required of his position. How dare you interrupt this sacred time with such preposterous nonsense? Kakukai. The armies of Qin should not have even clashed yet with our forces on the other side of the Taiko mountains. Through what sorcery are they supposed to reach us here in Kantan? They are not coming through the mountains. They pretended to aim for the western reaches, then suddenly changed direction southwards and are now heading towards the capital zone following the Yellow River. They number roughly 200,000 men. Riboku-sama's message states that it is imperative that Kantan prepare countermeasures immediately and seeks your Majesty's approval. What did you say? You may continue. Yes, sire. I know, I could tell they were boys, but yeah. Fucking hell, bro. Oh shit. I just scrolled up and actually looked at it. I wanted to ignore it because, like, yeah, I thought it was just little girls. I just wanted to ignore it. I thought it was just boys, like, not little boys, but I just wanted to ignore it. I ain't gonna lie. God damn, that's fucking nasty. How old is he? I thought he was young too. He just looks like he looks like a kid. Anyways, I can't even read this properly now, man. I can't even read this comfortably. This has just got me uncomfortable. You may continue. Riboku-sama advises Kantan to immediately rally its armies and send them towards Retsubi and halt Chin's advance. Out of the question. The elite ranks of Kantan's military exist for the sole purpose of protecting the king. So long as I remain here, they will not be allowed to leave Kantan. What? But your majesty, this is hardly the time for such comments. I don't like these panels, bro. It is Riboku Dono who should watch what comes out of his mouth. Not only has he conveniently ignored by his own blunder for allowing this to happen, he even has the audacity to give orders to his majesty from far away. Bro, these panels are fucking me up right now. Y'all shouldn't have told me. I would have been able to overlook it. I'm sure he means no such offense. It's just the situation is so dire that enough, Kakukai. Do not dirty the waters with an old man's sweat and spit. Begin massage. In the event that Kantan would not mobilize its force, Riboku-sama said to do just that. If you had such an alternative, say so. Okay. Even if we do not mobilize Kantan soldiers, but instead gather enough men from the surrounding cities such as Gyo, then surely that will be sufficient. Yeah. If you had such an alternative, then say so from the start, you see now, old fool. We've received His Majesty's permission. Let us be off, General Kyoson-ryu. I entrust you to take command of the troops. Hold it. This guy reminds me of Saitaku, bro. Hold it. What of Riboku himself? The man whose blunder may have very well earned his head on a place on the chopping block. Where and what is he up to? There is no need for your concern, your majesty. Riboku-sama is currently threading his way through the mountain range towards Kantan with an army in tow as fast as he possibly can. You sure about this? The men behind us can't keep up at all. It's not a problem. Our first priority is to get Riboku-sama into the real capital zone as soon as possible. Shunsuiji, he caught up to us all the way from Juka at the front lines. My sincerest apologies for my continued absence. You have nothing to apologize for. Thanks to you, we were able to catch on to their plans and send out the messenger birds as early as we did. That small difference could be the one small factor that will decide this battle. We will make it in time, Riboku-sama. If the battle at Retsubi, the gateway, drags on long enough, then we will. And for that to happen, we need our reinforcements to reach Retsubi before the Chindu. So it's basically a race to see who reaches Retsubi first, huh? I'm not sure if His Majesty will mobilize his soldiers so willingly, though. You can say that again. However, the Chin shouldn't be able to reach Retsubi that easily either. Yeah, it's true that Retsubi lies a fair bit of distance away from the border. I mean, they might have caught us off guard and all, but Zawa ain't that easy of a target that they can slip past everything without any resistance. So it all comes down to how much our mid-sized cities along the way can manage to delay them. That's exactly right. If you look at it another way, it comes down to how well the Chin will be able to deal with those obstacles. They're gonna slice right through them. Yeah, nobody cares about One Piece right now, Joker. I've been ignoring you if you can't tell. Anyways. Seeing him trying to bait while no one else cares is pretty entertaining. Yeah, don't time him out. Let him just go ahead and just bait. It's fine. Are you sure we're not going too fast like this? Osen and Kanki's cavalry divisions are even further ahead of us. Both of them have separated from their infantry and are having the cavalry go on ahead first. We're actually one of the few keeping pace too. By the way, to answer your question, Burp Pass, why don't I do One Piece live reactions? Is because one, I read a lot of I read the spoilers every single week. I read the One Piece spoilers before the chapter even comes out. And two, I just don't know how I would feel about going live on the channel and then dropping a review on the same day, because I'm not stopping the reviews. I have made a second channel, Fiji Tora is my second channel. But I don't know if I'm going to use that anytime soon. So we'll see. That second channel would be for like other stuff, like One Piece live reactions. But for now, yeah, I'm just going to stick to the reviews. Maybe sometime down the line I'll do both on this channel if people want that. I don't know. I don't know if people would want that. I feel like that would crowd up like the feed. I'll be uploading twice a day. It's going to fuck up the algorithm. Anyways, with an army this big, small cities can't do anything but shut their gates and hide behind their walls. But any medium or large-sized ones we run into on the way can definitely try to slow us down. So rather than getting bogged down by those engagements, it's better to take a route towards Readthrough that avoids combat, even if it means taking a slight detour. Well, sooner or later, a fight's gonna break out anyway. Is it enemies? Look at that! No, not that. Just look at our right. There's a huge ass lake. Whoa, you're right. No, you're dunce. That's the Yellow River. If the Yellow River is coming to view, then all we need to do is follow it and we'll arrive at Readthrough. Nice double spread. Double page spread. Enemy forces spotted. Zhao cavalry approaching from the left. Incoming attack. Incoming attack. We can't see Jack from here. Sir, we estimate between 3,000 and 5,000 of them. Yeah, they're going in for a suicide charge. They split into two groups and intend to hit our vanguard and our flank at the same time. Osen-sama, their cavalry are coming in faster than expected. Do not slow the advance. Maintain course. But sir, it won't be a problem. Kanki will handle it. Alright, let's go. Alright, chapter 504. I am definitely going to pick up the pace by quite a bit now. Because we are an hour in. And I've only read, what, 5 chapters? And yeah, at this point, it's going to take me like 10 hours to fucking read this. So yeah, I'm going to pick up the pace like ridiculously now. It's just up ahead, Kanto. Captain. The battle between Zhao and the Kanki army is already underway. Push them back. Thus marks the beginning of the joint army's battles. Kill them all. Those pieces of filth who dare to sully the lands of Zhao. Shut your crap. Your trap. So this is what a real battle looks like. Yeah, the new recruits. Look at I forgot her name. His name. The Bow brothers. The Archer brothers. Look at that. The main army. The Osen army is ignoring Kanki's army and just going on ahead. You're right. Damn, that's cold. What the hell was Osen thinking? If we just surrounded them, we'd roll right over them with our numbers. No, doing this is the right choice. The only thing that Zhao army is after is trying to stop our advance. They'd like nothing more than for us to turn all our attention towards them. But even if the Kanki army beats those guys in both strength and number, we're still talking about 4,000 to 5,000 men to deal with. Ain't no way Kanki is coming out of this unscathed. Even the mountain people are ignoring them and moving ahead like it's the most natural thing to do. Being able to do something like this is one of the joint army's strengths. One of its strengths. Think of it this way. The 3 armies involved in this campaign are each in their own right an entity capable of winning a battle on the scale of, say, the battle at Kokyo from before. Which means that this invasion force will be capable of simultaneously dealing with 3 situations at the same time. That is the beauty of the joint armies, exactly. 3 at the same time. The further along this Gyao invasion progresses, the more complex you can expect the board to become. But likewise, it will also allow the joint forces to exhibit more and more of their true potential. Failure to make use of this advantage will mean you stand no chance of victory. And that is not all. I am certain that a situation requiring you and your unique strengths will arise as well. You don't need to worry about the Kanki army. We're following the Osen army and continuing our march. Captain, the Kanki army just happened to draw the short straw, so they have to deal with the enemies this time. There's been plenty of times where the Hishin unit's been in that same position. Choosing to help them here or watch over them would only waste their sacrifice. The most important thing for everyone here now is for us to reach Zhao whilst Riboku is still caught on the back foot. Now move it! Nice little speech from Shin. Naki, let's go. Sosui and Naki. I love the Hishin unit now, man. Yes, sir. Kill them all. Ohon? Ohon going crazy? My god, slicing through niggas? Now it's someone else fighting. That's the Gyokuho unit. Ohon, don't stop moving. We've still got a ways to go. The joint army found their way barred by Zhao soldiers numerous times during their march, but each and every one of them was met by a detachment sent by Orsen, leaving the main body untouched. Essentially, this meant that Zhao's efforts proved to be all in vain, as they were unable to halt or even slow Qin's advance in any sense. Kanyo, reporting in. After switching direction at Qinan, the joint army's progress appears to be as smooth as can be. Taking into account what we've learned from the messenger bird, we estimate that they should be close to Rodo as of this moment. What did you say? Rodo? Isn't that a bit too fast? It's one whole day ahead of our predictions. I'd have expected nothing less. Once past Rodo, Retsubi lies only 2 days of march away, and so the day of destiny draws near. We should arrive at Retsubi either tomorrow or the day after, right? Yeah, you have my word on that. Retsubi. It's like the lid that covers the entrance of the entire capital region, right? That's right. It's basically, if we were to compare it to Qin, it would be like Zhao's version of Kankoku Pass. So we might spend quite a while on this place. If that's the case, then our first goal is to smash our way through it, whatever it takes. The main event's about to finally begin. Has General Olsen sent any word about the strategy for attacking Retsubi? Not even a peep. Whoa, hang on, you sure that's right? We're talking about hitting their front door here. Isn't it going to involve an all-out attack with everything we have? Yeah, I'd imagine even General Olsen won't try to skimp when it's Retsubi we're attacking. If we screw up too much, we might end up surrounded by Zhao soldiers on both sides, not to mention Riboku has got to be rushing over from the west right now as well. The moment we arrive at Retsubi, we need to capture it as soon as possible. Olsen, the tactician, should already be carefully considering the best possible approach to taking it down. Then I guess we'll all just be playing audience to Olsen's siege. We might not know whether it will be tomorrow or the day after. Hell, we don't even know if we'll get to play a part when we arrive, but all the same, you guys better stay sharp and on your toes. It won't be the day after tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Kyokai said. You heard her. Tomorrow it is. Is this like instinct from her? The next day, which just so happened to be the 10th day since the men of Qin first changed headings at Qinan, at last, the soldiers of Olsen leading the procession came upon the site of Retsubi. Whew. Whew. Reporting. Our scouts reported no signs of any large Zhao army behind Retsubi. We believe that we have managed to arrive before the reinforcements from Zhao's capital. Truly? It would seem Zhao was not able to rouse an army capable of stopping our 200,000 men in a timely manner. Never in their wildest dreams did they expect us to hit them in their heartland like this. Do the first have your leave to begin the festivities, General? Likewise, the second stand ready for your orders, my lord. Ako, Mako, you and your men are able to hold your position. Bring to the soldiers of your Tanwa and bring to the front the soldiers of your Tanwa and the Hishin unit. They shall be the ones to take down Retsubi. Alone? And the rest are going to continue? Chapter 505. Utsuro's not going to like this, but I'm about to change the title of the stream, as well as the thumbnail. Utsuro's not going to like this. Has to be done. Yeah, I changed the title and the thumbnail of the stream. Bet, we move. Here come the fools that would dare to challenge Retsubi, gateway to the Zhao capital. Answer me, men. Do you stand ready to receive them? If we manage to hold out for 2 days... Wait 1 second. If we manage to hold out for 2 days, then surely a great army from the capital shall come to our aid. But we have no need of such things, because we shall slay every single Qin mongrel that dares approach this city. Do you hear me, brave soldiers of Zhao? We will stain the soil red with their blood. In times of crisis, a fever envelops all. They're sending their arrows. Well, that's not good. Our advantage in numbers has actually raised their morale instead of lowering it. You can feel the earth moving. Cool. Zhao's gateway, Retsubi. This won't be easy at all. Still, is General Olsen serious about this? Having only the Hishin unit and mountain tribes be the ones to take down the city? I know I may be speaking out of turn, but honestly, I don't believe the mountain tribes are capable of highly technical battles such as this. Such as siege. Boy, I'm hungry. I got to pee. Go do it over there. Go do it over there too. And of all targets he had to choose Retsubi to entrust to them, Failing this will have dire consequences for all of us. But wasn't Yotanu's army meant to have taken that big city of Waze 2 years ago? Enshi, I believe it was. But no one was actually there to witness it happening. They have no faith in Yotanu. They're about to see why they are wrong. I've heard people say that the only reason it worked was because there wasn't an attacking Qin army, so the Wei got caught off guard. I suppose that means a lot will rest on how the Hishin unit performs. You idiots. These niggas don't know about Yotanu's army, man. Leaving aside the quality of fortifications, what's most troublesome is how high their morale is. The same thing happened outside during the Coalition War. A man's morale can cause him to fight with many times his normal strength. We've only just gotten started and the stakes are already sky high. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Couple of goats. Is that Baggio there? I can't tell. I can't really tell if that's Baggio, but yeah. I don't know what General Orsen's intentions are by giving such an order. But if we're going to do this, then we go into this with the assumption that we're taking down Retsubi with only the Hishin unit and the Yotanwa army. Of course. Not only that, we have to do it within 2 days. Half a day will be all I need. What? Does that mean you have some sort of plan? Sieging a city is a simple procedure. First, you climb over the walls, circle around behind the gates and open it from the inside. Then send your troops through the open doors and capture the inside. These mountain people can climb like monsters, I bet. Honestly, what other method is there even? Yes, but making that happen is easier said than done, Yotanwa. You may leave the wall scaling to us. I need your Hishin unit to be ready to charge into the city the moment the gates are open. Huh? No, are we talking about the same thing? I'm telling you, getting past those walls is the hard part. Is this going to be okay, Ten? Could the mountain people be underestimating sieges? Nah, you're underestimating the mountain people. They're definitely good at the actual fighting bit, but if you don't approach a siege properly, you're going to get hurt bad. Tajifu says there are some enemies that have come out of the city. Ah, those guys. They'll turn tail and run if we get anywhere near them. If we try to carelessly chase them down, we'll just get peppered by the archers on top of the wall. It's a pretty by-the-book tactic. Not only that, but it serves as a way to inspire the troops by showing off how those men are brave enough to stand out there despite our army being here. So they're not going to be easy to deal with, huh? That's right. But the biggest pain in the neck is still how high their morale is. The enemy commander clearly understands the most important facet of a defensive siege. Who is the enemy commander? I don't know that yet. So if we don't approach this thoughtfully, then those walls will never fall. No need to worry on your part. The people of the mountains have our own way of doing things. Wait, what? Yotanwa, what do you mean by that? Well, it would be more accurate to call it Yotanwa's method. Gathered on these fields now are men and women from over 100 different tribes. Amongst those ranks, we have ones such as the Figo and Mera tribes, huge tribes with a history of warfare spanning centuries. Ask the elder of any tribe and they will tell you the same thing, that for a scene like this to be possible was absolutely unthinkable. It was all due to the existence of the woman named Yotanwa, feared in the mountain realms as the Lord of Death, as well as adored as their queen. The woman, through just one woman, the fragmented mountain realms have been united. Now watch, Yotanwa always overpowers her opponents from head on. Yotanwa fucking go, man. From head on? Look, one rider came out. Lord of Death. It's her! She's leading the fucking charge! All this just from seeing her? Look at the pressure they're feeling, dog. Is this gonna be like when Osen pulled out? Or when fucking Oki pulled out? When Oki just said, all troops, charge, and everyone went crazy. Look there. Our enemies hide atop their walls, chirping like small birds. To call something like that a war cry is laughable. What sound does a real war cry make? What does a true warrior's roar sound like? Holy, it's getting louder. The ground is actually shaking. What is that army? Yotanwa was trying to outdo them. I might not understand their language, but Yotanwa is crushing the enemy's greatest weapon, their morale, head on. Do not fear them, raise your voices. This war is a conflict between the plainsfolk. However, it is also a war for the sake of expanding our world, in which case our course is obvious. The tempered blades of Yotanwa shall be swung forth. We will turn all those who resist who resist us into chunks of flesh and move forward just as we always have done. Lord of Death, what an epithet. Lord of Death, bro. Do not fear them. Do you think such a small city can hope to stand up to the blade of the mountain queen? So this is the queen of the mountains. Is something like that capable of barring the blade of the mountains? This is the queen of the mountains, Yotanwa's rallying cry. Warriors of 100 mountains, let us show these people of the plains the might of those who call the mountains their home. We will teach them to fear us as they should. O warriors of the mountains, bathe these lands in their blood. Oh, what a GOAT chapter. Oh, she really went out there alone. Chapter 506, lads. Chapter 506, lads. Bro, what the fuck? I'm sorry, Yutsuro, bro. I should have done it from the start, because now I baited you guys into thinking I was reading 15 more chapters than that. But yeah. There they go. Does this charge stem from bravery or stupidity? Wait, stop. That's dangerous. If you're running like that, what fools? They're actually coming? Get back inside. You're just gonna dive headfirst into their arrows. Here they come. Baggio, just watch. There's a few really fast guys with them. What? What in the... How are they? Hurry up and get in. They're almost on top of us. Amazing. They're almost about to catch up. No, first they need to deal with the incoming arrows. These dudes are too fast for the fucking arrows, dog. They outran it with their speed. Good lord, they're gonna charge right into the city. If they charge in right now, then it would be an absolute wash. I'm about to unsubscribe, dislike, and report. I need to start, you know what I need to start doing? I need to start making the stream title something less and then surprising you guys by going even further rather than doing the fucking opposite. I'm sorry, okay? We're not all inside yet, you idiots. The battle has begun, folks. The battle has begun. Swish! Ah, fuck. They slammed right into the gate. They didn't make it. Shake. Tajifu says there's no way that was gonna work. He don't say it. Hang on, this isn't a laughing matter. Now those guys are going to die. Ah, see? Yotanwa. Pay no heed to it. This is pretty much how we operate. Already we have claimed the lives of our enemies. We have witnessed the Hiba's courage on this day. If that succeeded, then it would have been crazy. Like, these men are willing to take them risks. High risk, high reward. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now then, shall we get started? The attack on Retsubi has already begun. Oh, that was quick. That's Osen-sama for you. Was the attack... Wow, they're actually climbing. Like, wow. Was the attack spearheaded by Ako on the first? No, actually, it appears the siege has been entrusted to the Mountain Tribe forces and the Hishin unit only. They're leaving Retsubi to the Mountain people and the Hishin unit. Curses. If only we hadn't been charged with intercepting the enemy. The honor of striking the first blow would never have fallen to the likes of the Hishin unit. And where are you off to, Ohon-sama? The men have only just settled down. The first battle is the most crucial. I will ascertain our Supreme Commander Osen's intentions with my own eyes. Oh yeah. Title should just say 500 plus. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. The rest of you are to proceed as originally planned. Come only after the wounded have been seen to. Ohon-sama is heading out. The Campbell unit will accompany him. Not very honest as always. You could just admit that you're curious about the Hishin unit. Ignored again, huh? There you go, teasing him again. Well, I'm in no position to talk either. The current Hishin unit is definitely something I'd like to watch. I want to see the mountain people fight. If you'll excuse me, Adjutant Banyo, I entrust the rest to you. Ah, Kanjo, you little... Keep stabbing them. Don't let up your spears. Bring them down. We cannot let these animals onto the walls. It's finally our time. The moment the gate opens, we're charging right into that. All the newcomers here, they're sweating, bruh. Whoa, Hey just threw up. Get a grip, Hey. I think I'm gonna puke too. You don't need to be so tense. Those city walls aren't gonna be falling anytime soon. The queen, bro. I fucking love Yotanwa, bro. Right there. Ramoji. Bring me Bajio and the Chalka tribe. Shit. Still no signs of the wall being anywhere near falling. Maybe trying to take it down without a plan really is too reckless after all. Don't tell me behind her face she's actually Shin. She showed up. That's a funny time. Thanks for pulling up, Abdel, man. Peace out. Have a great day or night, wherever you're at. You found the point of entry? We will have Bajio's squad climb the walls with the assistance of the Chalka tribe. If Bajio can get up there, the place is as good as ours. Yes, but to make it happen, we're still missing one key piece. A key piece. Right. Does your unit happen to have any archers of exceptional skill? Haha, it's time! This early? Archers. Damn right we do. Wait till you see what they can do. Nichan, maybe we shouldn't have come to the battlefield after all. Dummy, you're the one who wanted to come here first. Ah! Let's go, man. It's time. It's time. Already? That was early. I was expecting maybe 30, 40 chapters into the arc, but let's go. Let's go, man. They say this arc is longer than fucking Dressrosa, bro. The amount of shit that's about to happen. Oof. Make sure you keep those two protected. Enkaku, Rigi. If you let them die, I'm gonna kill you two myself. You got it? Damn, what kind of captain says that? Yeah, we'll keep him safe. No need to be so tense. We'll be protecting you two from the enemy's arrows. Not a single one will reach you. Now, let's show them all the power of the Hishin unit's archer brothers. With both the Hishin unit and the Qin army's honor at stake, I must say your two archers could easily be mistaken for children. That's just because of how young they are. Out of everyone in the unit, they're definitely the youngest, but there's nothing to worry about, because I guarantee you their skill is top class. Our Chalka tribe is very good too. But there's just one thing about those two that might be a problem. Yeah. Okay, around here should be good. These Chalka guys have set up pretty far away, I gotta say. You have these two shields here, but we'll also be carrying another shield each to guard you from arrows. We'll also leave the extra quivers here. If you're about to run out, we'll signal the men behind us to send us more, so you don't worry about that either. I guess you'll be shooting along with these Chalka tribe guys. Looks like they've already getting started. Looks like they're already getting started. So close. It's a lot closer than I expected, Nichan. Could the two of us be... Are you joking with me right now? What's going on? Why is it back? I literally turned off that touch thing, man. Hold up, man. Why is this shit back? This arc is a prime example of week to week versus binging. The week to week was painful. Yeah. Why is this playing games again? Okay, wait. I turned off visual feedback. This is weird. Anyways. This arc is top 1. It has better moments than Coalition for me. I'm excited to see why that's the case, man. I've heard there's so much controversy around this arc that, you know, I'll see when I get there. I'll see when I get there what the hype's about. Okay, it's working again. It's working again for some reason. I don't know why it's tripping. But anyways, yeah. What is it? The problem that with those two you mentioned earlier. Well, those two brothers have yet to actually shoot an arrow at a living person. Once you start shooting, the enemy will start focusing us. So shoot once, then hide behind the shield and repeat. They're starting. Good lord, this is playing games. I hate when it does this shit. Target the ones climbing the ladders. Damn it, how many arrows does it take to kill one? Those in the back, aim for the ones lining up for the ladders. You're leaning too far out. Don't fall. Damn, that's some accuracy. Those are the chalker's arrows. Look, they're putting up new ladders at the same time. More ladders. Aim for the ones below. Nice, that's some good archery. They've got them covered. Now's the perfect chance for Baggio to... what is it? Jin and Tan aren't shooting anything. What? What's the matter, you two? Why won't you use your bows? There's no need to be scared of the enemy archers. I mean, the enemy still hasn't even noticed us. The Zhao are still in shock. Now's your chance to hit them where it hurts. Are you listening? It's too close. I'm telling you, we're too close to the enemy. From this distance, we can see their faces way too clearly. You think Whole Cake Island was good on a binge? Yeah, that's cap. So what if you can see their faces? So what? That's if we start shooting at these people who we can see so clearly, people who we can't even... Enough, Tan. We came here knowing this is what we had to do. We knew. But two things that we didn't expect happened. The first was our resolve not being as strong as we thought it was. And the other, that our hands just won't stop shaking. But that's fine. Because we just need to gather our resolve right now. I love it. I love it. At this distance, some slight trembling shouldn't prove to be a problem at all for us. But Nichan, get down. They've noticed us. New enemy archers over there. Shower them with arrows. That should slow them down. Tan, look. For every second we spend not fighting, the enemy's arrows are one-sidedly slaughtering our allies on the ladders. So don't think about anything else. And just think about putting a stop to that. Just think about saving your allies and following your big brother's lead. The first kill. The first kill, man. We're making history right here. Oof. What an amazing panel, bro. What's the matter then? I love the paneling, bro. The arrow just flying, Shin looking at it, Ten looking at it, Jin looking at it, through the eye, the face of shock and like, nigga, I just killed somebody. And then we move on to her pulling out yet another arrow. Him pulling out yet another arrow. 3 officers instantly taken out with 1 arrow each. Is someone there actually targeting? Woo! What's going on? What just happened? All of a sudden, everyone got taken out by 1 arrow each. Oh, Lord. Most likely it's someone amongst the newest group of Qin archers. Where is it? Is it him? Keep your heads down. Oh my god. Whoa, hey Jin, maybe take a breather. I'm fine. Help me, Tan. There's too many of them. That's right. Don't make your brother do all the work. You need to help too. I'll do it, Ni-chan. Tan is letting it off. Oh, he missed. He's missed. He's missed. It's because it's intense, man. Keeps missing. Keep going. It's fine. Don't change your target, Tan. It won't hit. I'm aiming, but it just won't land. Ne-chan. Watch me, Tan. 10 in a row. I don't get what's happening right now, man. It's actually pissing me the fuck off. Why Why is this fucking visual feedback thing happening? Why is it back? Good lord. I remember Utsuro telling me how to turn it off. For some reason, it feels like it's back on. Okay. Mouse and touchpad. Additional mouse options. Good lord, this ain't helping me. Fiji of the 100 pauses, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Fiji of the 100 pauses. Oh my fucking god, why is it still doing this? This is so annoying. This is like the most annoying thing I've come across ever with any piece of technology. Like, I've never had this problem with anything else. Fucking hell. Just how do you just close it? It's not closing. Why does it not listen to my fucking finger, bro? And why is the keypad not working for some reason? Why is the actual keyboard not working? This pisses me off so much. This is the most annoying thing ever, bro. Ah! Bro. Oh my god. Alright, cool. I give up. Start. Is it not letting me even search? Like, you're not even gonna let me search. Alright, cool. Fuck it. We're back to alright, cool. We're back to using the normal screen. Chapter 507, back to using the normal screen. Forget. This is so annoying, bro. Back to PC, which is just annoying because I have to squint to read it. Why is this always happening like this? It's so fucking annoying, bro. Okay. So Tan is failing to hit, and Jin said, "Watch me 10 in a row," and he took out 10 in a row. Good God. And that's it. They finally reached the top, and then yeah. My problem with Suro is that I can't even get to the control panel because of the touch issue. That's my problem. If it wasn't the touch issue, if it was like, because I just found a link that should be able to fix it, right? But I can't even get to that link because of the touch issue. But I can't even follow the instructions on the link because of the touch issue. Chapter 508, guys. The time has come to demonstrate the might of the mountains. Jin goat? Nah, not yet, but did I just say that? I call everyone goat. Like everyone and everything. Go. Is that like a language that Hara has come up with himself for the mountains people? Or is this like actual ancient Chinese language? Homeboy is slicing through them like, wow. Okay. Okay, finally it's working. Okay, I think I might have fixed that. And wait 1 second. You could probably connect a mouse or keyboard if you have any. I think I've got it. Good lord. I'm sorry, Sam, okay? This is pissing me off more than it's pissing you off. I really want to fucking read right now, bro. Good God, this is so fucking annoying, bro. This is like the worst stream yet in terms of technical difficulties. This always have technical difficulties, but yeah. Pen and touch, press and hold, settings. Okay, unable to box. Okay, hopefully that works. Okay, anyways, back to reading. Holy shit. Just make it a 10-hour stream. Hey man, it might actually have to be done. I'll see if I end up going for longer. I'll have to run, get like another drink. I might, okay, I'll try go to 534 for you, Turo. No actual promises, but I'll try and make that happen. Why is flight mode on? Go back to Wi-Fi. Okay. Touch is working really well now though. So hopefully that's everything fixed. Even I read faster and that's saying a lot. Yeah, man, you don't have to read everything out loud. Anyways, this was an amazing fucking panel, bro. Is this Baggio? I can't really tell, man. I feel like, nah. It could be, actually, yeah. Calm down. It's only one man attacking us. Yeah, it has to be Baggio. If it's one man and he's wrecking these guys like this, it has to be Baggio. Good lord. Snap. He just kicked through multiple shields. Holy shit. Like, I would expect that from Morbu because he's a massive monster, but god damn. Holy shit. Yeah, that's Baggio for ya. Is he doing that all by himself? Follow Baggio. We got a foothold. Keep climbing. Send more ladders this way. It's finally time for the Haitian unit's turn. Sauce, we out here, man? Aye, man. The gate will open any second now. Prepare to charge. We'll stop them right here. Don't give these savages even a single inch. Cheetah tribe. Find the gate control room. Found it. They found... Oh no, they're just listening to the rules? Oh no, Tsuru, I have no work. I have a week off of work this week. So I have time. I have a lot of time to go. Don't worry. I've got time. I just get fatigued from reading, but I can go, so I might as well go. I'm off of work all week, so yeah. I'll go. If it's probably, I'm probably gonna be live till like 2 AM, but it's fine. I'll go to 534. Fuck it. We're gonna do it. I baited you guys. I'm not gonna go back on my promises. I've done that enough. Let me change the title and thumbnail. We'll go to 534. Hopefully the touch issues don't happen again, since that's like the biggest time waster. Rumble, charge, incoming arrows, first rank shields up. General, the gate is already. How in the Morten Summer? To think that a single ladder would lead to the gate falling so swiftly. It's so fast, it beggars relief. It's beggars belief. Push them back, leave the cavalry to us. Lieutenant, these guys, they've really dug in and prepared themselves well for this. If you try to challenge them without giving your all, you might just lose your life. Shit, it's actually happening. It's fucking happening. Calm down, remember our training. So long as we follow it, we'll be fine. That's Jew from the next village. He just got... Forget everything else, just remember the squad. Maintain it no matter what happens. Fuck, gonna kill you. I'll kill all of you. Fuck, don't fucking look down on me, you sons of bitches. Rohe, you idiot, get back here. R.I.P. Rohe, man. R.I.P. Rohe, man. Rohe, no way. What the hell are you sounding out for? Alright! Squad leader call. Not good. We're all spot up, and my spear's rolled off somewhere. He's young, ain't he? Not like it matters. Hold still, kid. It'll all be over soon. Are you serious? Is this actually happening? Yo, this is an amazing chapter. Slide. Oh, I'll thank you not to bully our promising little greenhorns. Infantry Commander Sugen. Or perhaps were my expectations too high, How many times did we tell you to stick together? Now, it's because Rohe went and... Don't make excuses. Cocky chumps like you always get carried away on your first battle, only to rush to your deaths. Don't think about anything else and just worry about staying alive in this mess. Pull that off and maybe I'll even give you a pat on the head later. Genta, I'll leave these 3 under your watch. R.I.P. Rohe, chapters 508 to 508. Man. Sujun, let's check up on the others. Oh, this guy's glaive looks amazing. 1,000-man commander Denyu. They just took out 1,000-man commander Denyu. Is that Denyu of the Hishin unit? Denyu and Ryusen? Anyways, it's the Raika cavalry. Thank the heavens. Destroy them, Raika. That may prove to be a problem. How are we meant to stop that? Them monsters. Don't worry your pretty little heads. Did you forget? We've got Shin on our side. Damn, it's heavy, alright. Hey, man. Hey, man. Let's go. Chapter 509, folks. First kill, the glaive. Let's go. Who is that man? Amazing. So that's the power of General Orki's glaive. Inherited will and glaive as one. Come on, bro. Is Hara doing inherited will better than One Piece? Nah, I'm joking. I don't think he is, but yeah, I'm trolling with that one. But fucking hell, man. This really is One Piece insane, huh? That's awesome. Just look at Shin go. He's already gotten used to swinging around the General's glaive. Is he for real? He's untouchable. Take him out. That's it, Shin. Take out every last one of them. What makes you think he's gotten used to it? Take a closer look. He's struggling to use it. Is he taking too long to swing? Exactly. Well, it's very manly of him, I'll give him that. He got sliced. It's because this shitty glaive is too friggin' heavy. Don't call it shitty. Dear gods. This panel is hilarious, bro. Yeah, I know Denyu isn't dead. I know he isn't dead. The mountain people have come too. Holy crap, there's so many of them. Is that Shunmen? He's good. Oi Shin, quit sitting on your hands or these guys are gonna get all the credit. You kidding me? They already took care of the gate for us. If they clean up the insides too, then the Haitian unit won't have accomplished anything. After me, men, we'll take control of the center and capture the city lord. Then Retsubi will be ours. So this is Zao's Kankoku Pass. I know they didn't compare Kankoku Pass in terms of being unbreakable to this, but it's still like supposed to be their biggest wall in Zao. And it has already fallen. How could it be? It's still only the first day and it has fallen. It hasn't even been half a day since they started. Sir, look above the tower. That is that? It's that buffoon. Get your ass down here, Shin, so we can see to your wounds. Retsubi gateway of Zao falls to Qin forces. The combined Qin armies enter the city. Waltzing in like this when we didn't contribute anything does make me feel bad. I honestly expected them to need our help. Boss, I heard from the guys who got in first that the townspeople already ran away with all their loot ages ago. Seriously, swiftly see to the heavily wounded, and have everyone in fighting shape gather up where Shin, Kyokai, and Sosui are. What are you talking about? From now on is where things will get really busy in Retsubi. From now on, Osen. Talk about presents. This guy's armor, I feel like it's too dope. It looks too fucking good. There has to be an explanation behind that mask he wears and the armor. It's just too fucking good for it to not have like some sort of backstory. You know what I'm saying? Something behind it. Especially that helmet, man. He just looks so fucking good, bro. His eyes, dog. This guy is creepy as fuck. Shiriku, have a good look over the southern district. Get me an accurate measurement of the height and length of the four walls. Denkin, I need a detailed breakdown of the city gate's composition. Are you the Haitian unit? You have done well. We shall handle the rest. You are to stand by and await further orders. The rest? That's right, the rest. I told you, didn't I? Now is where things get really busy. Because starting from now, we have to protect and keep hold of Retsubi as one of Qin's cities, no matter what it takes. And to that end, we have to get a complete understanding of every aspect of this city. We have to discover this city's quirks and gimmicks as soon as possible. Retsubi's quirks. We may have successfully taken Retsubi, but our main target is still the Zao city of Gyo. So long as Retsubi remains ours, it will serve as an airway to allow an attack on Gyo to actually be possible. Understood. Lose Retsubi and we can say goodbye to our supply line. If that happens, taking Gyo will be the last of our worries. Yeah, it will be. They won't even be able to retreat. Osen's armor is Yujiro Hanma's back muscles. I'm not going to act like I know who Yujiro Hanma is. Sekiba Hills, located around half a day's march from Retsubi. General, I bring urgent news. Retsubi has fallen. I repeat, Retsubi has fallen. Man like Koson Ryu? What did you say? It's already fallen? No matter. We simply need to charge in and reclaim it. Let us go, General. All troops halt and about to turn. We will put back the front line to Yudu and set up there. What? General, do you intend to abandon Retsubi? Don't make a fuss. If Retsubi has fallen, then so be it. Regardless, they have still walked right into our trap. What? They have walked into our trap? That's right. Concealed within Retsubi right now was a certain stratagem carefully devised by none other than Riboku-sama. And in Retsubi, of all the people in the city, the only man that had noticed Riboku's trick that Koson Ryu had just spoken of was General Osen. At that moment inside Osen's head, he could hear the sound of Shohei-kun's meticulously crafted plan of attack on Gyo crumbling into pieces. So that's how it is, Riboku. Already? Yujiro Hanma is from Baki. He's so buff that his back muscles are shaped like a demon's face. God damn. I have seen some Baki panels and them niggas are... I don't think buff is even the right word for them. They are... It's practically inhuman how buff they are. Anyways, chapter 510, folks. Nighttime, inside the walls of Retsubi. God damn it. Even after passing all those grueling trials, we still couldn't do anything at all. All the time we spent training ourselves day in, day out. But once the fighting actually started, we couldn't do a thing. Fuck. I knew it was going to be our first time, but still I thought we'd put up a bit more of a fight. You okay, Kon? Ah, hey, don't lump us together with you lot. Me and Koku here took out 5 guys apiece. Looks like everyone else was all talk after all, hey, Kakuni? The fuck was that, Tonkoku? You want to try saying it again? Huh, all talk, Kanto? You want some of this? You really want to die, don't you? Kanto. Come on, boys. You managed to survive the first day. How about taking it easy? Ah, 100-man commander Shosa. Infantry commander Sugen. We brought you guys some booze. There's even 10-man squad leader Bihei, one of the oldest members. He's only a 10-man squad leader? Is it because he left and joined? I remember him being like a 100-man squad leader, right? Thanks so much, sirs. Now, come on, drink up. The booze we got from Shin is only handed out to those ranked 3,000-man commander and higher, you know? What? But we've got badly injured guys here, not to mention the ones that died. I really don't feel like drinking right now. Dumbass, that's exactly why you should drink. Sort of like I'm still kicking out here, you hear me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The wine on the night of your first ever battle. Be sure to properly savor its taste. Yes, sir. Give me some too. Strip and do your dance thing. You're jumping way too far ahead. Who did he say that to? Infantry Commander Sugen. Really, thank you so much for what you did today. If it weren't for your help, all 3 of us would have died right then. If you've got the breath to say thanks, then hurry up and get stronger. All talk, Kanto. Sorry. I told you, Sugen. You should stop being so hard on them. It's not like you were much better during your first battle. Weren't you so scared that you pissed yourself and ended the day without cutting a single enemy? Yeah? What? Huh? Is that right, Sugen? Is that true, Commander Sugen literally pissed himself on his first day. I was in the squad next to yours. Yeah, it's all true. I was around 17 at the time. Was trying to hold it in, but then we suddenly got ambushed. I was known as Pants Pissa Sugen for a fair bit after that incident. Pants Pissa Sugen. Damn, that's embarrassing. That's even worse than my first battle. This is the first time I've heard dirt on Sugen. Of course, I later paid a visit to all those men who mocked me and beat them to within an inch of their lives. Fair enough. If even the infantry commander was like that, then it makes me feel a bit better. Yeah. And since we kicked ass on the first day, that puts us in even above the infantry commander. Kakuni. I'd watch out if I were you. God knows how many times I've seen someone do good on the first day, but then easily croak on the next. Then does that mean even the captain made a pretty big fool of himself during his first battle? Bihe-san. Nah, you couldn't be more off the mark there. During Shin's first campaign on Deccan Plains, the very first thing he did was single-handedly charge the enemy formations to cut open a path for the rest of us. Just from that alone, he probably took out more than 20 weight soldiers. Right after that, he hopped on a horse and dove headfirst into the enemy masses to save our asses, even destroying an armored war chariot that he had never seen before. Finally, during the midst of a charge personally led by Dukyo himself, Shin fought and slew one of Wei's generals. Can't remember if it was Shuki or Maki. Really? He did all that in his first battle. Yep, that's right. Which is why Shin was promoted all the way to 100-man commander from only his first campaign. From foot soldier to 100-man commander in just one battle? Come on, yo! This is the kid, the future greatest general under the heavens, dog. When it comes to that guy's accomplishments, what else can you do but laugh, right? But fight together with him and you'll just keep getting surprised one time after another. To Sugen and I, he may just be a stupid kid that's around 10 years our junior. But when it's on the battlefield, I tell ya, there's not a man more badass or more inspiring than Shin. I didn't come here to talk about that sort of stuff. That's true. I know, right? What you said now seriously creeped me out a bit. I got goosebumps from that. But that was a nice thing to share, wasn't it? That's right. Where are the two brothers? That's who the booze is for. I mean, it's not on the same level as Shin, but they still did amazing work for their first battle. Do you mean us, the Ton brothers? They're still at it? You cool? Sit your asses down, you pigs. You mean Jin and Tan, the Archer brothers, right? Ah, yeah, that's it, Jin and Tan. I heard that was thanks to their arrows that the wall fell to us. Now, more accurately, it was the big bro Jin that was amazing. The guy didn't let up even when the mountain tribes had gotten onto the wall. I had heard he went through 3 whole quivers. And rumors say that every arrow he let loose claimed the Zhao soldier's life. Seriously? Just how many enemies did he take out then? On the other hand, the younger brother didn't land a single shot. I think he then just gave up halfway too. Is that so? That definitely is a bit worrying. Yeah, for both of them. Both of them? So where are those two brothers right now anyway? Apparently no one's seen them since Readthrough fell into our hands. It's over, Tan. You need to reflect on your actions. Oh, he clapped him. Is this city Jin and Ten? What are you doing out here all alone, Jin? Miss Strategist. They actually look like they could be they look like they could be sisters. Jin looks like a girl to me, just because of the hair, and he just looks like he could be Ten's sister. But yeah, sorry about today, forcing such a heavy role on you when it's your first battle. I know that made me happy actually. It's just once the fighting actually started, everything went differently to what I expected. Like even now, my hands won't stop shaking. Is it because today was the first time that I pushed myself that hard without letting up? Or is it because today was the first time I shot a living person? I'm sure it's the latter. Sorry, letting a weakling like me join the unit, you must be disappointed. What are you saying? There's no doubt that the greatest achievement of the Hishin unit today belongs to you, Jin. Besides, that shaking is better proof than anything that your Hishin unit, Jin. It's proof of how kind you are, how weak you are, and how you're only going to grow stronger from here on. Everyone in this unit has come this far by crashing into walls, and it was only by getting stronger that they overcame them. Even Shin is no exception to that rule, and neither am I. I was also terrified in the beginning, whether it was having to manipulate the battle to kill my enemies or sending my own allies to their deaths. It may sound crude, but you do grow used to it as well, at least to some extent. But even then, that fear never completely goes away. But to that Hishin unit, that fear is a good thing. Because it's only when you have that sort of weakness that you will be able to know what true strength is. If you were someone who could gleefully cut down other people without batting an eye on your first battle, then you're better off joining Kanki's army instead of us. That's why you can trust me when I say that your hand trembling is nothing to be ashamed of, Jin. I ship, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I'm shipping. I'm shipping. I ain't gonna lie. I'm shipping, dog. 10 and Jin top 1. Not top. I'm joking. They're not even top 3 in fucking Kingdom, bro. They're not even top 3 in Kingdom. I'm trolling. Thank you for that. The shaking still hasn't stopped, but I feel like a load's been taken off my back. I see. That's good to hear. Then you should go and find the rest of the men and spend some time with them. I'm sure they'll be able to cheer you up too. But first, yes ma'am, but first I need to look for my brother. I was pretty hard on him earlier. I'm sure he must be feeling down somewhere. Ever the proper big brother, huh? Of course. After all, Tan has no one else left. And to me, he's also my one and only precious little brother. That's right, I was rushing over to General Orson to tell him something about the city. What? What's all this ruckus? What do you mean no one's seen him? What? Where's he gone? We're searching for him right now. Who the hell is he? That girl's the Hisshin unit strategist. Ah, you're Tanwa. I see you've come too, Karyoten. But what is going on here? I came with a message for the general, but now the HQ is in complete chaos. I also came to meet with General Olsen, but it would appear that our Supreme Commander has somehow vanished from Readthrough without a trace. What is he up to? What is he up to? Bro, the proofreader, typesetter, and quality checker is named oh shit, and that is my reaction to the end of that chapter. What is he up to? I know he's about to do something fucking crazy, man. I just know he's up to something crazy. Oh, man. I wouldn't trust be here with more than 10 people, to be honest. I thought, like, the longer you are, like, the higher your rank goes, but I guess you need actual accomplishments. I'm an idiot for thinking that, so never mind. Urgent news. Readthrough has fallen. I repeat, Readthrough has fallen to Chin. What did you say? So General Korson Ryu didn't make it in time? Then does that mean he is laying siege to Readthrough right now? No, sir. He has pulled back his troops and set up at Yordor. I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Yudor? Yordor? Anyways. That is fine. He is simply following my orders. There is no cause for concern, as the city of Readthrough hides a secret of my own devising. God damn. What is this nigga up to? And if Chin were to make their next move while oblivious to that secret, then this war will be ours to win guaranteed. Alas, I do not believe that will prove to be the case. I highly doubt that he will fail to notice. Orson, that is. Of that I have no doubts, but even if he does notice, I believe it will only mean the Chin will be unable to take even one step away from Readthrough. Assuming you were the one in Orson's position right now, Riboku, what would you do? A very good question. Assuming I were the one in Orson's shoes right now, I would say that regardless of the risk it entails, I would still go and take a look at that. He's doing it, galloping through the night with Chin's fate on the line. Readthrough's trap. He's doing exactly what Riboku would have done. Inside Readthrough's walls. What the heck do you mean the Supreme Commander just up and vanished? We're in the middle of investigating too. Weren't there any messages or something they left behind? There was one, although it was from Akko-sama of the First, who we believe has left together with Orson. What did he say? All troops are to hold in position in Readthrough for 3 days and await further orders. Huh? Quiet down, girl. Can't you see that we're just as confused as you? What's the point of our head start on Riboku if we're just gonna waste 3 days sitting on our asses here? They don't know. They don't know. I told you already. There's no point yelling at us. Is that really the only thing he said? Did you not mention anything concerning the city itself? What? They're all blushing? She is so fucking beautiful, bro. Boss, some shit's going down at Orson's HQ. Something about the general being gone and no one can find him. What? Orson is missing? Missing? The hell? It's cause this city is bad news. Kanki as well? I reckon even your Tanwa has picked up on it. Huh? You say something? Nah. Kanki, bro, this guy's so weird. 2 days since Orson vanished. during which the Qin army did not set foot outside the city walls even once. Naturally, only the upper echelons were aware of Orsen's disappearance. The rank and file simply believed this was a rest in preparation for the next march. Can't keep pulling up. Looks like everyone's here, Morton. Yeah. You got some nerve lying to me, Mountain Woman. I never said it was just going to be the two of us. The part about having something to discuss was true. Have a seat, General. We'd like to hear your opinion too. Shin, that's the General's seat. Give it up. Oi, Ohon, budge over. Piss off. Hurry up and get started, Morton. Ohon and Shin is just funny at this point. Yeah, then allow me to skip the formalities and cut straight to the point. This city of Retsubi has been purposely constructed in a way that makes it hard to hold. Huh? What the heck are you talking about, Morton? You didn't tell him beforehand? Nope, I've been busy looking around the city. Figured he'd make a fuss too. I'm amazed you didn't notice when you were attacking it. For a gateway to Zhao's heart, it didn't put up much of a fight. You're full of shit. That's because the Heishin unit and mountain tribes were too strong. Don't go talking smack when you just came later. Relax, Shin. I had the same opinion, but when I saw the Heishin unit and mountain tribes' actions on that day. But upon entering the city, I got this feeling of something being off. And after 2 days of looking around, that suspicion has become certainty. Whether it's the city walls' awkward height, or the quiet, frankly messed up pathways, it's clear that this place was built in a way so as to make it hard to defend. And it is my belief that General Orsen was the first to notice this, which prompted his sudden disappearance. What's that got to do with the Supreme Commander leaving? That question I do not have an answer to. Wait a second, just hang on. There's so much info I can't keep up. Consider me shocked. Oh, shut up. I mean, why the hell would the Zhao want Retsubi to be hard to defend in the first place? Isn't it meant to be their gateway to the inner regions? So that it's easier for them to reclaim. So they're trapping them inside of Retsubi. What do you mean? Think about it. If Retsubi had strong defenses, then in the event it fell into Qin's hands, it would become nigh impregnable as far as the Zhao are concerned. So they chose to go with making Retsubi easier to retake, even if it meant leaving it weaker to begin with. Because the moment an enemy force were to move past Retsubi and into the Zhao capital's region, the Zhao forces hiding in the Taikon mountain range would swoop down southwards and retake Retsubi, plugging up the enemy's one and only exit. With both their escape route and supply chain cut off in a single move, Zhao can slowly surround and choke out the stranded enemies at their leisure. God damn. A stratagem far removed from common sense. A defensive strategy that aims to lure in the enemy force using your own capital as the bait so as to destroy them. Fucking hell. That's just... There is only one man that would come up with something like this. Riboku. Now's not the time to be getting impressed by him. We're the ones who caught them off guard, so we have an advantage. Isn't there anything we can do to... There is nothing. Ohon. Haven't you realized yet? The target of this campaign is Gyo, and the strategy for this all hinges on one absolute requirement: that we maintain a hold on Retsubi and keep our supply chain flowing. And now this elaborate strategy crafted by Shohei-kun has completely fallen apart, all because of Retsubi's newly discovered weakness. Oh my god, this is a huge L so early on. What did you say? Shohei-kun's plan has gone up in smoke? No, everyone. While it's a bit strange to discuss this while I'm sitting in the Supreme Commander's chair, but right now there are 3 possible courses of action available to us. 3? That's right. The first is to leave behind more troops in Retsubi than we originally planned and continue our attack on Gyo as usual. Weak though it may be, a city is still a city. So long as there is enough manpower, it's not impossible to hold it. However, whether or not the attack on Gyo will still be successful when we have to leave behind such a large number of troops is another question altogether. The second is to modify and upgrade Retsubi's weak points and transform it into a fort that is capable of withstanding an enemy attack. Ah, that's a good one. Is something like that possible, Morten? Don't even think about it. How many days do you think something like that will take us? By the time we complete something like that, something as time consuming as that, Riboku will have returned and we will be unable to advance even one step past Retsubi. True, in which case it would appear that perhaps our only reasonable choice left is the final and third one. Well, I say that, but I'd imagine everyone here other than Shin already knows what it entails. What is it, Morten? This third choice. I bet he's gonna say, we leave, we go home. We all pack up, turn around, and head home. Huh? What the hell are you saying, Morten? After everything so far has gone so well? If Sensei's plan is shot to shreds, then perhaps that really is our only 10! This isn't a wall you can make work just by charging blindly into it. If we were to enter the area around Zhao's capital without a proper plan in mind, then there's a very real possibility of all 200,000 people in here never setting foot on Chinsoyan again. Orhan, don't tell me even you're... What is it? Would you share with us what you find so amusing, Kanki? Kanki knows. Just thinking about how you runts are really showing how young you all are. Would you mind elaborating on that, General? What makes you think that there isn't a fourth option available, huh? 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 A fourth option? Instead of waiting to be attacked, we abandon Retsubi altogether. Then we come crashing down on Gyo with every last soldier we have, taking the city for ourselves before we run out of supplies. Kanki's a monster. What? That's far too reckless. That's why I called you guys runts. You still don't get it, right? The whole reason that guy rushed away in such a hurry was to confirm whether or not such an attack would be possible. Kanki and Orsen, even though they're not actually a duo, to me they're a duo because they were introduced at the same time and they were Morgoth's, vice generals, and fucking hell, they are both some of the best generals in the series, bro. Goats. Both of them are fucking goated. Chapter 512 time, guys. I might run down and get another Pepsi in a bit. It's all the way in the garden. In the garden freezer. God lord. Anyways. Yeah, I'm going to need another one later. Anyways. 2 days after the joint armies of Qin took the city of Retsubi, or in other words, 2 days since Orsen first vanished from Retsubi's walls. At long last, General Orsen's journey has led him to within viewing range of the second largest city in all of Zhao's territories, the city of Gyo. He's gone. The target of the combined armies of Qin on this campaign, encapsulated by these staggeringly huge and sturdy defences, the most crucial stronghold within the Zhao royal capital zone. What a beautiful spread. Wow. What's with that stupidly huge watchtower? It's a far cry from the descriptions I've heard of it. It would seem the rumours of large scale renovations under Riboku's orders in recent years were true. Even the most foolish of generals could see that this is no simple city. Then the question is, what will the keen eyes of Orsen-sama be able to glean from this? It's perfect. It is the perfect city. It will not fall to an attack. Every single Orsen panel is so goated because the background is like this black and white shading, and it's like these scribbles, and it's so beautiful, bro. It's just like his presence is just he's such a goat. As long as you remember, Orsen is the superior general, Fiji. Right now it's Kanki, but Orsen could very well overtake. It's like, yeah, right now it's Kanki just because he had his own arc, you know what I mean? But he's Orsen is supreme commander of this arc, so I can see him surpassing him. Then does that mean our campaign this time was all in vain? Orsen-sama, bring out the map that shows the region around the capital. Aye. There exists 8 cities along the path to Gyo, yes? Not quite, sir. Our scouts report seeing another small town located northwest of Kion. How many li northwest? Roughly 20. Could he be intending to formulate a strategy right here on the spot? He just sat down in the leaves, got out a map. That's lunacy. We're right on the Zhao's doorstep. We came here with only a handful of men to avoid attracting attention to. If we're discovered by Zhao patrols, they'll be able to easily... Who the hell are you? And what exactly are you up to? Doesn't look like you're with Gyo's garrison. State your name and affiliation. Chopped. What's wrong? What was that noise? There's more of them. Please hurry, Orsen-sama. Ako, I believe they outnumber us 2 to 1. Will that be an issue? Please take as long as you need, my lord. Monster. Oh my god, look at this panel, bro. He's just sitting there formulating a strategy while his men are fighting for him. What a goal. What a goal. Look at the skies. And another 2 days after that, Orsen would finally return to Retsubi, where he would immediately call for a gathering of all the officers in the city. I am sure some of you may have noticed already, but the plan devised by Shohei-kun has now become impossible due to the city. Hence, the 3 combined armies will hereby advance past Retsubi according to my strategy. We're still going deeper? And now, with General Orsen's strategy? That is to say, from this point on, this war shall become a battle of wits between Rimoku and myself. Oh! The way he's just looking down. Ah, that glare, bro. We will be taking all our rations with us, and we shall not be leaving anybody to guard Retsubi. We march to take Gyo in the name of Chin. The combined armies of Chin finally leave Retsubi behind and take their first steps into Zao's inner region. Leaving not a single man behind, they have chosen to commit their entire manpower on this advance. Zao Setsu City, a small city within the Taiko mountain range, located 2 days march away from Atsuyo, the northwest entry to Zao's capital. What? They actually came in? Why? Why did you choose to set foot inside? Do you mean you've somehow found a way to escape when you've inevitably become surrounded? If that's what you truly believe, then you will have made a grave mistake, Orsen. Silence. As you all have heard, the forces of Chin have chosen to advance past Retsubi and into Inner Zao, meaning that the one battle that will decide the fate of the states of Zao and Chin draws near. A battle that decides the fate of entire states. As mentioned before, Chin's target appears to be Gyo. Were we to actually lose Gyo and have it to fall into Chin's hands, then it would be as if Zao suddenly finds itself with a knife poised at her throat. Zao, a nation with 170 years of history since it first sprung into being during the partition of Jin, may very well be at risk of being wiped off the map. The fall of Zao, and they're being attacked by the East right now too. Man. The fall of Zao. However, if on the other hand we are able to annihilate these armies of Qin within our lands, then the resources that Qin stands to lose in one fell swoop are also colossal. An army numbering 200,000 soldiers, 3 commanders at the level of great general in the form of Orsen, Kanki and Yotanwa, as well as the various talented officers and aides that serve under them. To put it another way, destroying these Qin invaders will also mean the end of the Qin king's dream of unification, as one cannot be accomplished without the other. Through military might, Qin shall conquer the 6 states and unify the realm under a single banner. They're remembering the goat say, but of course the result of this upcoming clash will without any shred of uncertainty be the latter outcome. Our complete victory. That's what you think, bro. Send a bird with orders for General Kocho in the mountain range to begin his attack on Retsubi. Also, dispatch messengers to the various armies on standby within the inner region. We will begin the encirclement strategy immediately. See, my issue with this is, whilst they're charging, since they're leaving Retsubi, doesn't that mean they can be attacked from behind somehow? Isn't being attacked from behind the worst thing that could ever happen? Chapter 513. Top 5 Kingdom chapter, the one I just read? I don't know about that. Bro, remember Sanyo? Kanki took 5 cities, Orsen took 8. Even Renpa has a higher opinion of Orsen rather than Kanki. Yeah. He is the better in quality, the superior general in terms of quality. So far, that's the impression I get, yeah. But Kanki also seems to be top fucking tier, so who knows? I can't really make that yet, but considering one's a supreme commander and the other isn't, I guess that should say it all. Thrust your blade towards the path of China's conquest. Morten, Orhon, and the goat, my boy Shin. Is that Orki's glaive being colored red? Anyways, the very moment Qin's combined army set foot past Retsubi, news of it would instantly spread throughout the lands. Wavefront lines Gishi, go home. Is that so? So the cursed Qin, they finally, Han. The number of troops left at Retsubi is unknown, but all 3 commanders appear to have left. King Orwan, okay, King Orwan of Han, and then King Ki of Yan, the troops of Zhao, okay, there's just all their reactions, and then King Orken of Qi. Riboku has yet to return to the inner Zhao, and lastly, it would seem our good friends of Qin are seriously committing everything to wiping Zhao out once and for all. Be more sensible, Hochiku. So Chu. Qin is, so Zhao will fall, like hell they will. Then do you mean Qin's attack shall fail? That's right. Karin, you don't know what you're talking about right now, man. You betting on the wrong team. Does that mean Qin won't be able to reach Kantan? It ain't Kantan, moron. It ain't Kantan, moron. They're aiming for what's right below it. Gyor. Then it is your belief that this Gyor will not fall to Qin? It's impossible. What makes you so certain? Because the area around Zhao's capital is ridiculously easy to defend. Even if you manage to push your way in, so long as they can recapture that entrance sandwiched between the mountains and the river to seal them in, then all that's left is to slowly choke them to death. So this battle will end in Qin's failure? Indeed. You can be assured that the outcome will be so. Then should we also... Oh, Gahome is happy? Send word to the capital and have them dispatch the Gaimo army to join us here at Gishi. Shuko. At the very moment the Osen army combined armies are annihilated by Zhao, we will push through the tall army ahead of us and collapse onto the lands of Qin. Yes, sir. Suppose that Qin were truly to be utterly defeated in the future. Does that not mean we should also direct more of our troops towards the northern lines of preparation? Well, looks like little old Rian is starting to get a grasp of the art of war. There's no need for us to jump into action so soon. Because even if Qin were to lose, those one pump chump way idiots will be the first to make a move anyway. Because of that, the Mobu army that has been keeping tabs on us will be forced to split up their forces to deal with Wei. There's a lot that's going to be happening in this arc, right? There's a lot that can happen in this arc. And the moment that happens, we punch right through him and push all the way into Kanyo, crushing it into the ground. Once Qin has fallen into our hands, everything will be over. There will be no one left capable of stopping Chu. I still can't shake off how this rubs me off in the wrong way. This sort of advance is just far too insane. A plan that involves simply abandoning our key supply line in Retsubi, but it's all okay just because we need to take Gyo before we starve? Bluntly speaking, it's the sort of strategy most unbecoming of one learned in the military arts. This is exactly the sort of suicide mission you were talking about back in Kanyo. Ohon, you're probably the only one here that's in a position to give a word to the General Ohon. To the General Ohon. The Supreme Commander has made up his mind. All that remains for us to do is hold our posts with our lives. Ohon. No, we won't. We most certainly will. Whose side are you on, boss? Are we going to get completely wiped out? Well, if we lose, then yes. Then we just need to... And how do you propose we do that? Don't ask me. Even the boss cannot think of a way to win. Ergo, he said we just need to win. So that's what we'll do. I like Kanki's faction, man. Then would the most esteemed strategist Raido Sama be willing to share his wisdom with this foolish little Maron? Shut it before I kill you. You want me to tell you one thing that I do know, Maron? Very much so. I've never really given a rat's ass about it, but me and Osen do go pretty far back, ever since we both served as old Hakuro's deputies. And as far as I know, that bastard never picks a fight that he can't win. This arc is going to be insane! I don't think you guys understand, bro. How can this arc be so controversial, bro? Okay, I need to just read. As the three armies of Qin continued their march under the watchful eyes of allies, enemies, and all the other observers alike, the very first move that Osen would make as part of his offense on Gyo would be the separation of Yotano's 50,000 strong army away from the main force. God damn, interesting. Bajio, Tajifu, we're counting on you. Leave it to us. Fortune be with you, Yotano Dono. Having split off from the other two armies, the mountain armies would then advance in the northeastern direction, making straight for where the 90,000 strong Korson Ryu army had set up formation. This is going to be like the Coalition War arc. It's going to be like Coalition. We're going to have Yotanua's faction beef. We're going to have what's happening with Osen. Kanki's army's going to have their own beef and face-off. Then we're going to have the Tor army versus Gohome because they're just going to try and attack for some reason. Something might happen there. We're going to have, like, Morbu doing some shit. We're going to have Chu. We're going to, like, I think the whole world is going to act in accordance to this because this is a 140 chapter arc, yeah. So there's a lot is going to be going on. What's the big idea with having just the mountain people split off to engage the enemy? The northeastern Zhao army should outnumber them by around 40,000 soldiers, you know? Nah, that was a smart move to make. The largest threat to our advance on Gyo right now is that Zhao army right there. So long as Yotanwa keeps them engaged and locked down, we'll be able to make for Gyo at full speed without worry of being flanked or attacked in the rear. So we're using our allies as shields again? Yeah, but it's on an entirely different scale this time. It can't be helped, because there's a time limit on how long our men can keep fighting. Wow, look at that. It's the supply teams. There's so many of them. It stretches as far as the eye can see. 10. Is that the thing you mentioned? Yeah, that right there is our entire army's lifeline. If we don't manage to take Gyo before that runs out, we're finished. With its commander General Orsen in the lead, the remaining Qin armies had just gotten enough time to ramp up the speed of their advance. But it was at this exact moment that Orsen would choose to make a most bizarre move. We're changing heading. On me. What? Changing heading? All troops prepare to change heading. Make sure to pass it along to the rear. Follow those ahead of you. We're changing heading. Pass it along down the line. Tell them to follow the ones ahead. Don't lose sight of them. We're changing direction. We're switching targets? The hell? What's going on? Do we find some sort of shortcut? No idea. What's going on? This route should be the fastest one to Gyo. Whatever does this mean, boss? Hell if I know. Who would have expected Orsen to suddenly direct this army of 150,000 in a sharp turn northwards? What the hell is Orsen playing at? And suddenly attack Gotha, a small city completely unrelated to Gyo. I told you I don't know. Orsen, bro, I love when he does this shit because it's so it comes across as so bizarre, and it's just I know he's gonna have a purpose to serve. I love Orsen, bro. Such an entertaining character to read about, man. Riboku, you could have mentioned earlier that you had such a fierce tiger lying dormant so close to Yan's borders. The moment when the sleeping tiger awakens. Last chapter when I was mentioning all the possibilities in this arc, I completely forgot to mention this guy. His design looks really good. I feel like I'm gonna fuck with his design when we finally see his face. How interesting. Let's go. Ordo-sama, I bring urgent news. It concerns Zhao's eastern main army. I see. Zhao's eastern commander Chohaku is as slow as always. Took him long enough to come. We left WZI's army in position to welcome him when he arrives. No sir, that Zhao army is not heading for us at all. They've instead advanced eastward into our territory and are currently laying siege to Ri City. Ri City, huh? Rishin? Yan, Zhao. What did you say? Urgent report, sir. We just received the top priority message from you. From you city by bird. This is a different you from Chin's, obviously, yeah. From you, Ri has already fallen by this point? And the same Zhao army has... Wait. Could his name be Ri Shin? Because Shin takes Ri, the city of... and that becomes his. After this arc, they give him a city for his efforts. For his dub, Shin gets a city. That would be fucking insane. I need to put a better song in 1 second. I haven't listened to this all day. That would be fucking insane. Shibasho! That's his name, yes, SB. And the same Zhao army has now moved on to attacking Yu City instead. Zei-sama, the lord of the city, is desperately requesting reinforcements. Chohaku-sama, the ladders are in place. Who are you calling slow? Ri has already fallen, and now Yu is next. Are they intending to cut off our path of retreat? What? From the Shiji, King Dao Ziyang, I don't know who that is, 90th year of reign. Zhao ninth year of reign. Oh, so Dao Ziyang, I'm guessing that's... Okay, anyways. King Dao Ziyang, 9th year of reign. Zhao invades and captures the two Yan cities, Ri and Yu. Good lord. Zhao are clapping back. This is not the sort of plan that imbecile Chohaku could come up with. Most likely this idea was given to him by Riboku earlier in advance. So it looks like they're not planning on taking this lying down. But the one that rubs me the wrong way is that his plan hinges on the assumption that that man with his puny 5,000 garrison will be able to hold me and my 20,000 soldiers at bay. This was my failing. I originally set out to conquer enough of their northeast so that they won't even be able to retaliate. But instead, we have had Yu and Ri taken from us. Oh no, Ri is a Yan city. I'm an idiot. I thought it was a Zhao city. Forgive me. I just realized that wouldn't make any sense. I thought Zhao would be taken off the map by the end of this arc, and you know, that would end up giving him, what's his name? That would end up giving Shin that city. But anyways, instead we have had Yu and Ri taken from us. That loss will greatly impact Yan's grand strategy. We head back to retake what is rightfully ours, while at the same time hunting down that slow Chohaku. I remember your name. This won't be the last you've seen of me, Shibasho. Shibasho looks dope. Why does he look like Riboku, just based off the bottom half of his face? Shall we pursue them? We are returning to Seika. He looks dope as fuck. Ran City, located 1 day's travel from Atsuyo. There it is. It's Ran. Riboku-sama, to have come so quickly, we'd expected you to arrive tomorrow. Have fresh mounts been prepared? We will take a small break, then set off once again. Apologies, but could you provide some food and water for our men? Of course, sir. Certainly. Right away. Riboku, we do have one piece of good news. Thanks to Chohaku-sama successfully taking Yan's Ri and Yu, the Ordo army has withdrawn from northeastern Zhao. Is that true, Ken Holdono? Yes. Whilst the damage is still unknown, Yan's soldiers have definitely withdrawn. Riboku-sama, it would appear you were successful, Shibasho. That commander of the northeast, Chohaku, should be able to handle the rest. With this, we won't have to worry about Yan anymore, and we can finally focus all of our attention on Qin. Then what of the Qin armies? How close to Gyo have they advanced after leaving Retsubi? May sound hard to believe, but by going by our messenger birds, the Qin armies did not make for Gyo at all, but instead have moved to siege Gota, a small city along the route to Gyo. What? What on earth? Riboku's fear is just, you know what I'm saying? Riboku's fear is like, you can see from his face, it's like, he doesn't know what to think of Osen. He's genuinely afraid of him. He's 100% certain that they're gonna win, but Osen just scares him, dog. Making a detour to this small city when we were already racing against the clock. Not only that, but he actually decided to attack and capture it. Just what the heck is our Supreme Commander thinking? I guarantee there has to be. There's obviously going to be a huge smart plan behind this. Let's just head on inside first, Jin. Found them. They were hiding under a roof. We hit the jackpot too. Pretty rich for a small city, eh? Guess it ain't one of the inner cities for nothing. Damn it, those scumbags are again. And at a time like this too? Hold up, Shin. Morten. Just this once, we have need of them and their noses. Huh? Noses? We found hidden underground food storages under the city lord's estate and outside the walls. Of course, we've also confiscated all the common citizens' food down to the last grain as well. I think, was that his plan? Nice job. We've completely cleaned them out, you could say. You heard him, boss man. It would have been far quicker if we just unleashed the Saki clan on them instead of being forced to go over it all with a fine tooth comb. However, but seeing as the Supreme Commander declared that anyone who lays a hand on the citizens shall be summarily executed, we had no choice but to do it the hard way. Osen-sama, go! He said anyone who lays a hand on the citizens shall be summarily executed. Oh man, that just made me like him so much more. He's sparing all the civilians but taking all their food? Yeah, but look at them. They're still taking all the valuables. Out of the way. Piss off to those grounds to the east. Seems like that was the condition to make Kanki's men follow orders. Ultimately, the only thing we're after is the food. The food? Wait, hang on. I'll admit that this will give a boost to our limited supplies, but considering we're fielding 200,000 soldiers here, it's like a drop in the bucket. Not only that, but taking the city cost us half a day's worth of rations too. And at the same time, we've given those Zhao armies defending this area half a day's time for free as well. If we seriously came here just for the sole purpose of gathering food supplies, then this would be the most foolish of plans that I've ever heard of. Carriol 10 is completely correct. However, there is still one mystery that remains unsolved. Why was General Orson willing to go to such lengths to protect the people of the city? Hostages? Hostages. So he is a bitch. He's Kanki. He's gonna do something like as fucked up as Kanki would. Wait. What's going on? Gathering all of us here. There's Kanki's men over there. Did they gather us all up to kill us? No doubt about it. We're gonna die. There's nothing for you to fear. As Supreme Commander of this army, you have the guarantee of Orson that none of you will come to any harm. Was Orson actually really just a general all along? This isn't on the level of being just. For the Supreme Commander to act like this to conquered citizens is already far too abnormal in itself. Kanki said shut up and watch. He knows some fucked up shit's about to happen. What is this farce? Shut up and watch. Nonetheless, this is war, so though it pains my heart, we have no choice but to rob you of your food and take this city for ourselves. And now I must cast you out with no food left to sustain yourselves. You must make for the neighboring city before your strength runs out. Forgive me. Wait. Is he gonna make them go to Gyor? And he's gonna use them as a means to attack Gyor. Oh my god. Wait. Then go. May the heavens grant you safe passage. Thank you so much. What a kind man General Orson is. They even released all the prisoners and let them come too. Why are we thanking them? Dad died in a battle. What the heck is he doing, Ten? Wait, let me think for a bit. At the very least, one thing is clear. I was wrong. The general didn't come here just to pillage the food. His real target all along was without a doubt those civilians he released just now. But I still have no idea what exactly he's trying to accomplish with this. Gotten a grasp of the idea yet? On to the next city we go. What? What is this guy up to? Chapter 515. I forgot to change it for last chapter. If Fiji read this chapter weekly, he'd post a video called Orson is a bitch. Thank God he's binging. I had 5 ideas of what Orson was finna do. All of them were wrong. That's totally because he's honorable. Man, anyways. Aquamarine heights hang over crystal clear currents, frolicking amongst the mountains, sleeping amongst the waters. Out of the blue rings the drunken cacophony of friendship, enlivened by the voices, cradled by the boat. From atop the waters, one dreams of the unification of this land. That was like a little dope cover page for the chapter. I ain't gonna lie. I like that little. Chin Royal Capital Kanyo. The 3 armies have chosen to abandon Readthrough while our banners still fly above the city. Oh, we're finally getting a say update. Let's go. I need some water for my throat. General Orson's message stated, as Readthrough will soon be reclaimed by Zhao, do not send any more supplies. What? What do you mean? My lord, they've abandoned Readthrough. That they've abandoned Readthrough means they have discarded the plan that we had passed on to them. And now those 3 combined armies are moving according to Orson's strategy. Orson's strategy. That can't be. Why would they abandon Readthrough? What would prompt them to discard our plan and move deeper in? There is no doubt that our plan was watertight up until this point. However, it would appear that due to some unforeseen reason, they have been forced to adjust. Then wouldn't the correct move to be to simply call for a complete retreat? Now the 3 armies have been forced into a situation where they have no other choice but to siege and take down Gyor before their provisions run out. Leaving that aside, What actions did they make next? It appears that first the 50,000 men of the Yotanwa army split off to engage the 90,000 strong Zhao army led by, I think it was Corson Ryu's, right? Because it doesn't say here. To act as a shield for the rest of the march, I presume. Then how close to Gyor are the remaining 150,000 now? You see, the bulk of our forces did not make for Gyor, and instead attacked the small city of Gortat located nearby. What? What do you mean? If their supply line has been cut off, then shouldn't they be rushing to attack Gyor as soon as possible? Was it to pillage them for supplies? No, it can't be. Shohei-kun, just what is it, Orsen? Orsen, Orsen too smart for even Shohei-kun, bro? Just what in the world are you hoping to achieve there? Now, don't worry, I've got a water here, and if I need to grab a drink, I'll go. Don't worry. This man is excited about Sei in the middle of all this. Yes! Sei is the GOAT. Just seeing him on screen makes me feel some type of way. I'm gonna stop saying such shit on these streams, because y'all keep clipping me. Anyways, just what in the world are you hoping to achieve there, Olsen? He really is doing the exact same thing as the last city, taking all the city's food before casting its people outside. What in the hell is the point of this? He's gonna do some fucked up shit. He's gonna make them all stand in front of him, and he's gonna force them to charge the city somehow. He's gonna make them go to Gyor, and like... Good. The current is taking shape. Good lord. These are human lives you're talking about, you piece of shit, man. The current. Hey, General Orsen, is this really the time for us to be doing this sort of thing? Aren't we supposed to be heading for Gyor as fast as we can? Aren't the mountain tribes acting as our shields for that right now? Oh, I'm about to get a top 5 panel in the series. I can just tell. I can just tell the next page is going to be godly. Shin is talking up to the wrong man right now. The special right of an idiot, voicing thoughts no one else is brave enough to. General Orki's glaive. He's holding tight on it. Even if it is by the quickest route, it will take one more day for Riboku to reach Kantan from his original position. Then for him to mobilize the inner city soldiers that have been on standby will take a day as well. Finally, actually traveling to Gyor will cost him yet another day. It is absolutely imperative that we have finished all of our preparations before that moment. Orsen pulled up like, nigga, was you just talking to me? Orsen, did you say something? Shit, no sir, on God. It is absolutely imperative that we have finished all of our preparations before that moment. 7 more cities lie between our current location and Gyor. We shall split ourselves into 3 groups. The Orsen army, the Kanki army, and the combined Gakuka, Gyokuho, and Hishin units each shall take a separate heading and capture the cities as we progress east, making sure to match our pace. Upon taking each city, you will do exactly as we have done here. Take away the city's food supplies and chase its citizens east. East? What the fuck is he up to? This moment has too much build up. It's got to be something crazy. Like, the last 2 chapters have been building this up. Readthrough has been reclaimed by Zhao. Roughly 50,000 soldiers have descended from the Taikon Mountains and recaptured the city. Furthermore, it appears they've started to assume formations outside the city too. Readthrough has fallen. Finally, our exit's been blocked off too. Looks like the only direction left to go is east. Send a messenger to Yotanwa. Tell her she is to make sure she keeps up with the rest of us. We will be increasing the pace from this point on. Every single Orsen panel is godly, bro. I'm sure he must fucking hate having to draw that every page, every chapter. Bachi Plains. Yotanwa army versus Korson Ryu army. Bastards. So long as we don't attack them, they're content to not making any moves. But the moment we challenge them, they fight like men possessed. Damn mountain apes. They're overestimating themselves if they think they can delay us with an army half our size. It would be us who would benefit most from drawing this out, not them. The moment Retsubi returns to our hands is the moment the hourglass on their supplies begins counting down. While I do not know what exactly the Qin are hoping to achieve by coming inside here, there is no doubt that with every passing day, the noose around their neck grows tighter and tighter. And together with the first pangs of hunger, they will begin to realize just how foolish it was of them to step past the point of no return to the Inner Zao. General, we have word that the Qin seem to be moving their formation slightly eastward. Nothing they do can change the situation they're in. Maintain distance and follow them. Yes, sir. Qin army and a refugee row. Okay. Under Olsen's precise instructions, the three groups split up and successfully captured a string of medium-sized small cities, resulting in an ever-increasing number of refugees swarming their way eastwards. Korben-sama, many of our people come from Ryuyo to the north. Wouldn't we receive more aid if we headed there instead? No, it seems there's a battle going on to the north with as many as 550,000 soldiers. Go north and we'll just get dragged into that mess. So for now, our only course is to make for the east. Santan, taking over cities, but just moving on to the next instead of holding it just so we can create refugees. Seriously, what the hell is he making us do? I get it now. Huh? You figure something out, Kyokai? They are locusts. Locusts? Huh? Just as huge herds of refugees were beginning... Look at that fucking spread! Look at this spread, bro. Look how many fucking people that is. They're literally dots on the screen. Just as huge herds of refugees were beginning to appear in the southern region of Zhao, at long last, Riboku arrives back in the Zhao capital, Kantan. Chapter 516 time, folks. Hara conditioned him to think like that with Kanki. Oh well, man, I ain't bothered to guess right now, bro. I'm bad at my predictions. I think Zoro's gonna kill Kaido, guys. Not joking. That is happening. That's not just a prediction, okay? That is a credible theory with fucking ton of foreshadowing and a lot. Why did I just say that? Anyways, Kantan, Riboku, we have awaited your return. At long last, he returns, the hero burdened with saving the kingdom. Riboku is so sexy, bro. No homo. Yeah, that was pretty homo. Anyways, aren't those two therein Shoujo's men, one of the previous great heavens? While we were unable to mobilize Kantan's forces, we have received permission to make use of our personal army. Good work. N City and Bun City from the north have sent 10,000 soldiers each. They should be arriving very soon. Shall we have those 20,000 men proceed towards Gyo? No, that won't be necessary. Even amongst all the states, Gyo can be considered to be one of the most heavily defended cities. It will not fall to the Qin's attacks. If the Qin have entered this deep of their own accord, then it must mean that they have concentrated all their forces together. We will use our forces to surround them and wait, and then we will conduct an attack, not on them directly, but on their provisions. I can already imagine the anguish that will twist the Qin's faces when that moment comes. They don't know, man. Olsen is really playing 72D chess right now, man. I can just tell. Oh, I need to play that. Lily's theme. Patrick Bennett. But first I must pay a visit to His Royal Majesty. Once that's taken care of, I'll need to take command of... Riboku, welcome back, sir. We have long awaited your return. Koshu Dono. Kosho, you have done well to do exactly as my messages bade you. You're too kind. More importantly, sir, we've continued to receive birds from other inner cities. It was my intent to seek your guidance after my visit to the king, to receive an update on the Qin's movements. Though I believe you're already aware of this, the Qin have split their forces in three and have taken over a string of our cities that lie en route to Gyo. By this point, we will have lost 8 cities to them. 9, sir. We just received a bird saying Kyo has fallen. 9 then. What of course on Ryu's army of 90,000? I believe they're engaged in a standoff with the mountain tribes, but due to their battle lines gradually shifting east, the refugees of the southern cities have been unable to escape northwards. Refugees? That's right, sir. It appears that the cities of Gota and Tei had all their citizens cast out after being taken over by Qin. Likewise for Shin and Seki, sir. And the same for the other city of Seki too, Riboku-sama. Then what of the remaining cities? I believe that happened at Hei too, but the fate of Santan City is still unknown. Then does that mean that the whole area south of the capital is swarming with refugees that are wandering around aimlessly? No, not aimlessly. The Qin split up their forces and made sure to hit the cities in successive order from west to east, while to the north lies a battleground. Therefore, it can be practically guaranteed that every last one of these refugees will choose to head eastwards. Does that mean they're all going to be heading for Korshu? How? Okay, look. Porten, I am 100% sold on Zoro. I'm 99% sold on Zoro killing Kaido. Have to put that 1% because with everything in One Piece, there's a level of unpredictability. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing that, just in case Oda doesn't do it, but I still do think it's happening. I'm fully sold on that, and I can argue that case. But fuck all that anyway. Fuck One Piece. Fuck Zoro. Fuck Kaido. Fuck all of that. This next panel was probably going to be the reveal of what happened because of how Riboku's face looks. So I'm going to lay down some predictions, and they're probably all going to be wrong. First, either Osen is going to kill every single one of these innocent civilians and lead a charge on them, murder them in cold blood, so as to destroy the morale of the enemies and just do some brutal savage shit. That just sounds like a kanky thing to do, but who knows. Second might be that he might force them to attack their own civilians by charging amongst them. And they'll have to shoot arrows, the Gyo will have to defend, and they'll have to attack their own civilians at the same time, and that's going to lead to a lot of inner conflict in the enemy. Third prediction, whilst they're opening the gates to get all the civilians in, they charge in super quick. Yeah, that's about it. I don't have any more. For how many days has Gyo been opening its gates to refugees? Oh, is there soldiers? Is there soldiers amongst the refugees? That could be it. Gyo. There it is. That's Gyo. We're finally here. It's so big. Now we'll finally get some food. Water first. Hang in there, Chin. We're almost there. Let's go over your ledges. If you're from Seki, then head for the southern districts. Those from Shin City head left. Citizens of Gota and Tei just keep going straight ahead. Kochi, send a message asking for permission to open a third district to refugees. It's already been opened. They're finally getting to eat, thank the gods. My lord, the third district has been filled with refugees all the way to the eastern edge. My lord, General Shinrikan. Locust, I missed it. Yeah, I know, I don't know what locust means. I know Kyokai said it, but I don't know what locust means. Okay, I'm gonna Google the definition of locusts. I've seen the word before, but I don't know what it means. I've seen the word various. A locust is a type of grasshopper that migrates in huge numbers, quickly eating the plants in their path. An example of a locust is the plague told about in Exodus verse 10. Okay. In the New International Version of the Bible. So I'm guessing it's, I don't know, man. Anyway, I got the definition, so I'm guessing that one was right. The people that he's infiltrated, these refugees, with some of his own people. So that's what the plague is. Nonsense. The citizens are our nation's foundation. The armies of Qin have yet to close in. We should endeavor to aid our people to the very least. To the very last. Lord of Gyo El Choki. But sir, any more than this will... Lord, we've emptied the third granary. With so many refugees, it barely lasted any time at all. No matter. Open the fourth and fifth granaries too. We have countless more to spare. My lord, your western wall giant watchtower. Why won't he shut the gates? His lordship wishes us to let them all inside. That's impossible. We've long exceeded the capacity of the city. Has his lordship ever taken a proper look at the situation? God damn, that's full. Kantan, we should immediately send a bird towards Gyo. Now I fear it is already too late. I believe that after taking Readthrough, Osen truly did sneak off to scout out Gyo as I said so before. And after seeing Gyo in all its glory, he realized that Gyo is not a city that would fall to martial might. And because of that, Osen chose not to attack Gyo straight away, but instead make a detour to attack these 9 other cities along the way, managing to fool even me. The whole point of this attack was to create a weapon capable of bringing down Gyo. Those refugees that have been cast out of the cities are a weapon? Yo, General, look at that. Looks like the flow of the refugees is finally about to run out. So that's the last of them, eh? Smoke signals. Smoke signals are being raised off in the distance. We can't see them yet, but it must mean the Qin army is hot on the hills. There's 3 signals too. So all 3 Qin armies are heading towards us. So at last you've come this far in, cursed Qin. So that is Gyo. It would appear that we are the first to arrive. What the hell is that sea? It's goddamn huge. Here they come. Shit, they stretch across the entire horizon. Don't panic. It doesn't matter how many of them there are. We're raising the drawbridge. It's going up. Very soon Gyo will shut its gates and hunker down in defense just as we originally planned. But what is not according to our plan is the fact that it will be holding 9 cities worth of refugees within its walls as well. It's that simple. It's just the mere fact that it has 9 cities worth of refugees in there. It's gonna fuck up with everything. You can't defend the city whilst taking care of 9 cities worth of refugees. It's literally that simple. He's gonna starve them out by basically making them all die. Exactly. Look, the 5th granary has been emptied. Our men are asking for permission to open the 6th. Holy shit. He's starving the people in the inside out. That's insane. But to do that, isn't that kind of bad? Because then when you finally get in there, it's like you don't have any food left to eat. Anyways, okay. We have no intention of attacking the walls. Just take up and hold positions in front of the gates. Aye, ma'am. Then does that mean this will be a battle between whether the Qin army runs out of supplies first, or whether the 9 cities worth of refugees will eat their way through Gyo's food stockpiles first? It will turn into a battle of endurance in the form of provisions. Okay, so I got it right just before it happened. Man. Battle to see who runs out of food first. Riboku-sama, something like that. Even I have not heard of such a thing before. Osen. We're the ones on a time limit because of our food, but now he's used the enemy's own citizens against them to put them in the same position as us, huh? You really are one insane bastard after all. I shall leave Gyo in your hands, Kanki. You're heading out, huh? That's right. We must strike the first blow before Riboku comes to free Gyo from its predicament. So they're going to take Gyo pretty easily now. They are, because it's a battle of endurance, and that's something that I think they've got. It's 200,000 people though, so it's still, you know. As always, the only thing you're good at is coming up with excuses. Fucking hell, man. Why is there little kids next to him? Riboku. And Riboku must fucking hate his king. Especially with his whole stance with children. Like not wanting to kill children. Not wanting to kill Shin because he was a child. I will be happy to accept any punishment. However, there are larger matters at stake for now. I request your majesty's permission to mobilize the 100,000 elites of Kantan so as to... Absolutely not. I believe I already told this to Koshu. But for the Kantan army to leave the capital's walls is out of the question. Not even a single man out of those 100,000. Sire, were Gyo to fall now... Then in but a few years, Qin's blade will be poised right at Kantan's throat. That matters not. It will take more than that for Kantan to fall to Qin's blade. In fact, the very same thing should be said for Gyo. the impregnable city. Were it not for my uncle El Chalky and his foolish decision to open the gates to accommodate the flood of refugees, Gyo could have easily held on. I will make no such mistake. Even if Kantan were to become surrounded on all sides, we can easily shut our gates and hold up inside for a decade or two. Even then, it's only a matter of time, but of course. However, by that time arrives, I'd imagine my frail body would have already succumbed to illness. He does not give a fuck about the nation, he just gives a fuck about himself. The nation of Zhao, all its citizens from the top to the very bottom, I couldn't care less about what happens to them afterwards. Since Riboku is like such a patriot, I can see him fucking hating this. What depraved darkness, mind-numbingly so. Did you say something, Riboku? No, sire. Then get out of my sight. Go and fulfill your duty, O honorable great heaven. When Riboku said to say I would have wished to serve a king like you, I can tell he wasn't joking. Yeah. It's a shame. Niggas should just give up on Zhao. Become a Chin. Become patriotic for Chin. Switch sides. Fucking creep of a king? Yeah, that's to say the least. Lose Gyo and your body shall be carved into pieces, Riboku. And not only you, but every last one of your lackeys and followers will share the same fate. It is said that a kingdom is not brought down by its enemies, such as King Zor of Shang or King Li of Zor. We can only pray that His Majesty is not cut from a similar cloth, a tyrant that will lead the state to ruin. Your Highness, the Crown Prince, Ka. Riboku, you have done well to return from the western reaches as quickly as you have. Is the Crown Prince a good guy? I feel like your speedy return will be the difference between thousands of Zhao citizens' lives being lost or not. Not at all. It was my mistake to begin with, by allowing the Qin to encroach as far in as they have. I will be marching out to thoroughly exterminate them with all that we can spare. I am aware that Kantan's garrison will remain here despite the circumstances. Please allow me to apologize on my father's behalf, Riboku. Your Highness, that's not... Okay, so yeah, he definitely isn't young since his son is young and fucking nasty creep. Though we may have been maneuvered into a dire position, to Qin this is also a double-edged sword where failure shall mean catastrophic repercussions that will shake the very foundation of their state. Your Highness is entirely correct. Should it be required, I am also fully prepared to take to the front lines with glaive in hand, so to inspire the men. Did he really just say this? Though I doubt I will prove as motivational as the Qin king at Sai, do not hesitate to call upon me. he knows he can't even begin to compare. But I like it, man. This guy's got potential, man. I understand, but I shall endeavor to prevent that from being necessary, Highness. We stand at a turning point. I am aware, Your Highness. Yes, sir. So long as we must endure it. We must endure it. So long as we can endure this period of darkness, the era of Prince Ka shall come, and Zhao will be bathed in true light. That's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. Prince Ka ain't got shit on on King Sei. I'm afraid. I'm sorry about that, man. I'm sorry, Riboku. Okay. I'm sure you all have questions concerning our strategy. Hence, I will now explain the full scope of my plans involving our campaigns for Zhao's inner capital region. The full scope of our strategy? Zhao intends to liberate Gyo from our blockade before the city runs out of food. To that end, we can expect to be beset on all sides from various Zhao capital forces that have been on standby until now. Simply put, the whole beehive will be swarming towards us. However, while some of you may be inclined to think that we stand no chance of holding them back, in actual fact, the only two Zhao armies out of the myriad of attackers Only two Zhao armies out of the myriad of attackers are capable of liberating Gyo in a single decisive blow. Only two. The first belongs to Atsuyo, the great city that serves as lock and key to the capital's northwest reaches, while the second, the army of Ryuyo, has consolidated all of Zhao's manpower that was originally stationed within the Taiko mountain ranges, Atsuyo and Ryuyo. Should either of these armies be allowed to reach Gyo, our siege will, without a doubt, be broken. This was some good characterizations for Riboku. Before this chapter, I was wondering why someone like him would go so hard to protect Zhao despite having a king like that. Yep, because he has faith in Prince Ka. He's waiting for his reign. Yeah, this is very good characterization for him. He's right. Should either of these armies be allowed to reach Gyor, our siege will without doubt be broken, which means that it will be necessary for us to split up our forces and move out to engage those two armies first. Correct. Firstly, concerning Gyo itself, the 60,000 men of the Kanki army will remain here and continue to starve the city out. Of course, you're going to leave such a fucked up job to Kanki. Furthermore, it will be down to you and you alone to handle all other Zhao reinforcements apart from the two armies from Atsuyo and Ryo. What? Everything else? You heard the boss, Maron. I'm not sure what you expect me to do. As for the other two, the Zhao army that is currently occupied with Yotanwa is in fact the Ryuyo army. What? Though the standoff has continued until now, we can expect Zhao to make a move in the near future. Once they receive further reinforcements from Ryo City, their numbers will exceed 100,000. A moment, General. Is it not true that the Yotanwa army is only 50,000 strong, less than half of their opponent? Which is why we'll also be sending reinforcements. General Heki, along with the original 8,000 under your command, you will be assigned a further 2,000 from Kanki's reserves. Thus, with an army of 10,000, you will ride to the Yotanwa army's assistance. I will take... 1 chapter 517, Ricardo. I'll take command of 10,000 men and go to Yotanwa Dono's rescue. Good lord! Heki taking a W? Yes, sir. Lastly, the Atsuyo army shall be handled by the 70,000 men under the Osen army, in addition to 5,000 of the Gyokuho, their 5,000 of the Gakuka, and the 8,000 of the Hishin independent units. I always forget. Low-key Hishin be taking dubs, because I understand it's Kyokai's army, but it's like, Kyokai got 3,000, Shin got 5,000. Whereas Ohon Moten, they've only got their own 5Ks. We shall ride out northwards and meet the Atsuyo army with a combined total of 88,000 men. But for sending 88,000 to Atsuyo but only 60,000 to Ryo, then isn't one side a bit stacked? That's true. That would be because Atsuyo is where our true foe lies. Our true foe. That's right. I am certain that Riboku will attack us as a part of the Atsuyo army. The Chin forces, which means Hoken. The Chin forces have split their forces in two and moved out to engage Atsuyo and Ryo's army. It would appear they've perfectly read our moves. Shunsuiji, that you are to attach yourself to the Ryo army as commander and take command of the men. Yes, sir. Kosen Ryu is a talented man. Take him as your deputy, and see to it that you work together smoothly with that somewhat quirky lord of Ryoyo, as you command. A commander of 100,000 relegated to deputy? For a man that's practically unknown to have this much faith placed in him by Riboku-sama? Everyone else will be joining me as part of the Atsuyo's army. He was right. As part of the Atsuyo army's retinue and travel southward towards battle. Hang on a second. Aren't we putting way too many eggs in one basket like this? I am certain that Olsen will also wager the bulk of his forces on the Atsuyo expedition. From this point on, it will finally come down to might against might. Whether Gyo's fate shall be capitulation or liberation will all be dependent. Oh, what a spread. What a spread. What a spread. Whether Gyo's fate shall be capitulation or liberation will all be dependent on who on this upcoming battlefield will be able to annihilate their respective opponent. Look at this page. Riboku, Osen, Kane. I'm skipping over the niggas who I don't know. Ohon, Moten, Shin, Ten, Kyokai. How can I forget his name? He was just in Kokuyo. He was a goat too, like an actual goat. How can I forget his name? Anyways, goat from Kokuyo. Annihilate their respective opponent. What a godly page. Holy shit. What a godly page. Chapter 518 times, guys. Wow, we've been live for 3 hours. Am I really going to 534? God damn. Guys, read the ending for 519 and read the ending for 534 and tell me which one you'd rather me stop at. Just like, it's up to you guys. I'm going to go with whatever you want because I have nothing tomorrow. It's just up to you guys. Look at the queen. Dignified and refined. The noble lady that commands thousands and tens of thousands. Yeah, Kisui, thank you. The two armies would receive their respective notifications at roughly the same time. I bring a message from Riboku-sama. The Qin forces have forced the refugees into Gyo and engaged them in a battle of provisions. It falls to either the Atsuyo or Ryoyo armies to break this siege on Gyo. So that really did happen. Then it appears our waiting ends here, and we must first vanquish this mountain tribe army that stands in our way. We can finally get started, it seems. Not quite, sir. Riboku urges you not to rush into action and to instead move cautiously. Though they may be the very same men that liberated Sai from the coalition army's clutches 5 years ago, but apart from them possessing overwhelming offensive capabilities, there is still much we don't know about them. Perhaps the very way they do battle is in a manner incomprehensible to us plainsfolk. Heki should be in those panels. I'm not able to go back. Why is Harry Potter music playing? No. Stop. Harry Potter music playing? No, stop. Both good stopping points. 519 is a good stopping point, and then 641 sounds good to you, so you want me to catch up in this stream? Fuck it. Let's go to 641, guys. Perhaps the very way they do battle is in a manner incomprehensible to us plainsfolk. To leap into an engagement purely due to our numerical advantage could risk heavy losses on our part. Now that I think about it, the few light skirmishes we've had with them so far have always resulted in our men being trounced. At any rate, Riboku-sama wishes you to continue holding your positions, at least until the newly appointed commander Shinsuiji-sama arrives. What, swapping commanders? What? And for it to be Shinsuiji, one of his adjutants, granted he is a general, but his achievements are still Shinsuiji, that orphan of the north. Okay, this guy is gonna actually have a really good fight. I can just tell. He's been set up for way too long. He's got the Super Saiyan hair. Yeah, he's gonna have a cool fight. 519 is actually a good place to stop. It's up to chat. Do you guys want me to go to 534 or 519? Read until you get tired if you want. I hate stopping at places that feel unnatural. If I go after 519, I'm going to keep going to 534 because my boy Malik told me that's the best place to end. Like, other than 519. So I'm probably going to end at 519. It just depends on what you guys want. I don't mind going to 534. I honestly don't. I just might be I might rush over the last portions because it's getting late. It's 12:30 right now. I'm probably going to be going till like 3 AM if I go for them. Depending on how events unfold, there may even be a need for you to lure out Ryoyo's core forces that remain nested within this city. Ryoyo's core forces? Nested? But wait, we're talking about 50,000 against our 90,000 here. And despite that, Riboku-sama's prediction is that it is us who will take the greater losses. And for it to be against some swarm of savages too? I heard that the liberation of Saya occurred in an instant. Hence, there was not enough time for us to accurately gauge just how powerful these Qin mountain tribes truly are. On the other hand, they could also prove to be weaker than we give them credit for. And of Shinsuiji himself, he's on his way here now with an entourage of 1,000 elites. He's expected to arrive within half a day. Have the men switch to offensive formations. Yes, sir. Make preparations so that we will be ready to attack the moment the Supreme Commander arrives. Yes, sir. General Heki is currently en route at the head of 10,000 men to serve as aid. He has also brought enough food to last 10 days or so. I see. That will certainly be helpful. The plan is to have your grand total of 60,000 men hold off... Why are they just touching his hair? Hold off the opposing 90,000 strong Ryo army here. But going by what General Orsen thinks, if the Ryo city sends out further reinforcements, then the enemy's ranks will probably swell even further. But even so, somehow, you will need to keep the Zao occupied here, until Gyo's granary is empty and the city falls into our hands. The Ryo cannot be allowed to approach Gyo. I understand. I need her. I need her in my life. Like, really fucking badly. I actually need her. There's a difference between want and need. I need her, bro. I need her, bro. Bro. I need her. Thank you, ma'am. If there's anything I can help you with, please do not hesitate to call me. Well then, let's get this started. What an epic page. Fate can be a strange thing. I never would have thought the day would come where our Figo tribe would stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Don't you agree, Baggio? Though if the queen wasn't the type of woman that she is, we would have resisted you until our dying breath, taking down as many of you as we could. Right, Capro? His bird is talking? All the tribe leaders have said the exact same thing. Do you know why it is that all the selfish tribe leaders joined Tanua's banner to fight under here? It's hilarious. Because Tanua's strength is on a whole other level. She truly is a monster. Trying to bed a woman like that with force is only asking to be cut down in response. Which is why all the tribe leaders have decided to join her in the hopes of racking up achievements. Also, Tanua will fall for them and open up her legs of her own volition. Even pig-headed men like them can be cute when they're gathered up like this, don't you think? Oh, king of the Figo. The in-tribe has started. Oh, then it's time we got started too. Off you go, Capro. Go, my beloved bird. From atop the skies, revel in the foolish actions of mankind. When it came to the Zao army, there would be two things that would catch them off guard. Is it just me or are those guys in front of us getting closer? Watch out. They're coming first. They're coming straight for us. The first was that the Altanwa army that had been expected to remain defensive in a bid to keep them away from Gyor would instead go on the offensive and launch attack. My ghost. So they're shooting archers. They're shooting arrows. They're coming at us first? There is one. No, another one coming from the left as well. General, stop making a fuss. Interesting. Why don't you show me then this strength of the mountains? They aren't ready. Oof, these panels. The in and on tribes have begun their Danai. Yotanwa-sama, what's happening all of a sudden? Just the Danai. Danai? Stop. How are they so strong? Not good. Send reinforcements. They're gonna punch through. A Danai in the language of you plains folk would be a feint, I suppose. Oh, that is no more than a feint? After knocking on the wall and shaking it slightly, you send in the Manai, or in other words, the real attack. Oh, this spread. And the second surprising thing was that the mountain tribes possessed a destructive power that greatly exceeded Zhao's imagination. General, you cursed chin. They never knew what was coming to them. Fucking idiots. I've been saying, stop sleeping. All this time you've kept warriors of this caliber hidden. Bring forward the reserves. Hurry. Yes, sir. At the same time, is something the matter, Shin? The air just changed. Shin's forces had also drawn close to their decisive battleground. Chapter 519, guys. I've come to the conclusion that it's the last chapter to read because the entire chat said Big Z, Portent, Sam, they all said 519. So yeah. This kind of downplayed Yotanwa's leadership for me. I thought it was purely a result of how much they respect her. I fully understand that. I just wonder if I agree, because I feel like it's a mix of both. Don't you think? The power of simps. Stop simping like Sanji. Me? I was just appreciating a woman's beauty. That ain't simping. Simping is when you put them on a pedestal. Go, my beloved bird, and from atop the skies, revel in the foolish actions of mankind was a pretty dope line. Yeah, it was. See, I can't appreciate these things when I... Now, that was an amazing line. Now that I read it from you, now that you said it was a pretty dope line and I think about it, yeah, it is quite a dope line. Figo, go. Screw it. Yotan was pussy over the One Piece treasure. Over the One Piece? Most likely. Most likely. A better goal than the All Blue? Without a fucking doubt. Without a doubt. Any goal is a better goal than the All Blue. Yeah, Portent, of course they still fear her and respect her and they follow her because of how powerful she is. That much is clear, especially from the Baggio flashback I think we had from the very first arc, when Baggio basically says, I was the strongest nigga out and she beat the shit out of me. So that's it's obviously a level of, you know, respect for her power, but it's an add. There's that addition of they trying to fuck, you know what I'm saying? It's a mix of both, because the way I look at it, it's only because those factors, their leadership, that she is at their level. It's only because there's both those factors that her leadership is at that level. So without the other factors, she wouldn't be at this level. I understand. Now it's a mix. For her to be at this level just off respect, that'd be impressive. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I can respect that. I can respect that. This reading post. Went to go clean my whole kitchen and my man got 8 chapters. Love it though. Ah! Hey man. We're ending now after this chapter, but yeah. Considering I have 8 days, well, as of tomorrow, I have 8 days left to catch up. Which means about 5 streams. From now till then, I'll probably have 5 more streams. I need to pick up the pace, and I need to read more per stream, and I need to start way earlier. I'm gonna have to stream, okay, because tomorrow I don't think I can stream tomorrow. I've got a discussion going on with a couple of the homies, and then I've got videos I make. Okay, I know I'm off work this week, but there's still a lot of work. Anyways, chapter 519 times. Let's go, the final chapter of the night. I do need to pick up the pace in general because I do want to be caught up for next Thursday so I can read this chapter next Thursday. So technically I have 7 days left because I can't include Thursday. Unless on Thursday I read up until the latest chapter. Like I read... Okay, anyways. We read. Anyways, we read, okay. Okay. Roughly 50 li west of Kantan and 75 li north of Gyor lies a vast and expansive plain, occasionally interspersed with thick forests and hills that would hinder an army's march. It is whispered over drinks that the name given to this land stems from a large battle that took place here in ages past, one that dyed the expanse scarlet with blood, and it is said that history is bound to repeat itself, that another clash of similar bloodshed would take place on these grounds yet again. The Shukai or Scarlet Sea Plains. This arena would be where the southbound Riboku army and the northbound Osen army would clash. Setting the tone. I'll get spoiled for sure. Okay. Enjoy the ride. I think you'll be good on time. The hype will make it go far. I think the next, because right now, this particular read through, it's all been build up and lots of dialogue. Once the battle starts, we're going to be having so much action. I'm just going to be tapping through chapters. Chapters are going to take me like 5 minutes. Right now they've been taking me like 20 minutes because it's a lot of talking, a lot of dialogue, and I like it, but it's just, it takes longer to get through. I'll get spoiled for sure. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to watch out for that. Anyways, by this point, the 2 leaders of Qin and Zhao had already arrived at these grounds as part of their advance parties. The 2 of them would go on to take in the landscape that lay before them, where they would conjure up imaginary troops and formations, maneuvering and directing them in their minds, heroically slaying their enemies. Oh! This is a page. This is a fucking amazing page. Wow. Look at those parallels, yo. Look at the way they parallel. Side by side. You can almost say they juxtapose just because... Not juxtapose, but... I guess you could, because they're close to each other, but they're vastly different in terms of their allegiances. One is a Qin general, one is the general of Zhao. One of the 3 great heavens. Anyways, Gyor. By the way, is Riboku still the prime minister? I think I forgot that. He got his prime minister title taken, but he's still the 3 great heavens, right? So he's still a general. They are having trouble. The liberation forces can't get close to us at all. Keep pushing forward. No matter what, we have to break through these men and rescue Gyor. Shit. Again and again, these Qin cavalry keep. As expected, these plains really allow Ringyoku's cavalry to unleash their true potential. He certainly seems to be putting in more effort than usual. He had nothing to do during Kokyo. As Gyor comes into view, the Zhao cannot help but have their attention dragged towards the city, only to be dealt a crippling blow by Ringyoku's revolving flanking heads. It would seem we'll be able to hold out for a while yet just by relying on this one move alone. Boss, report from Raido-san on the other side. Right now, he's already engaged his 3,000 Zhao guys and is easily kicking their asses, but 2 more groups of 2,000 just popped up and are coming in from the left and right. So he wants you to send Kokuo's 1,000 cavalry to hit one of them. You heard him, Maron. So much for it being trivial. Looks like things are getting heated up here. Looks like things are getting heated up here earlier than expected, huh? Are you going to Raido-san's position? Yeah, seems there's more fun to be had there. Oh, fun, he says. Come on, Bao. Hey, we ain't seen Bao in a second. What's good, Bao? We chilling? Boss, bad news. Looks like another 2,000 Zao bastards are approaching from the trees to the front. Left. Not only that, but they'll all be on horse too, so they'll be on top of us real soon. Perhaps it is us that have drawn the shortest straw out of the three. Who knows? Take care of the rest, Maron. Send a message to Rengoku, have him break off and engage the newcomers. Oh lord. Oh lord, we're having another one of the mirrors? Oh, this is a crazy spread. You were right. You were right, Apex. The mirror panels will become a theme throughout this arc, and between Osen and Riboku, and you'll never get tired of it. I will never get tired of it. Osen, Riboku. Osen. I presume they've arrived. Everyone has arrived. Summon all the commanding officers. They're literally paralleling perfectly. Look at this shit. What a beautiful fucking page. Man. Man. Good lord. What, this deployment? Is it really okay for us to be deployed there of all places? Hang on a second. Not to mention the Gakuke units are also going to be understood. Morten, are you certain, sir? But this is Riboku-sama. Well then, gentlemen. Another one! Hey bro. Are we gonna get like Osen versus Riboku proper, like a fleshed out 1v1 in terms of, I doubt they'll fight. I doubt they're gonna actually clash in terms of an actual fight, but a clash where, like, when I say clash, I mean, of course they're clashing now, they're going up against each other, but I mean like a deadlock clash where neither of them knows the outcome. Anyways, I don't know what I don't know what I just said, since I basically just fucking described this battle. We got another bad boy spread, by the way, guys. Another bad boy spread, folks. In terms of an opener to a Kingdom arc, this Western Zao arc is the best. Number two. Coalition is still top one. In that aspect, chapter 263, unimaginable? Yeah. Sorry, mate. So Zao's left wing has Cho, Garyu, Bananji, and Gakue, and that's 30,000 soldiers. Zao's center army have Riboku, Kane, Kinmo, Gyoen, and Fute, 60,000. And the right wing is just Kisui and Bate with 30,000. And Chin's left wing is Morten, the Gakuke unit. Chin's center army has Osen, the Hishin unit, and Mako. And the right wing have Gokuho and Ako of 25,000. So Morten is going up against Kisui, and he has a sixth of his numbers. I hope they... Damn, that is worrying. That is very fucking worrying. Anyways, Morten. He had a little sigh. Dear me, who would have thought that the glory of shedding first blood would fall to us? I guess it's time we got the ball rolling. Let's do this. Let's go. I got faith in my guys, man. This is Kingdom, not One Piece. There are no clashes and off screens. Bro, what a crazy read through that was. What a crazy read through that was. Whew, that was exhausting. 3.5 hours. I was about to go to like 5 or 6 hours. God lord. Fiji, in terms of the tactics, the Chi Alliance was more obvious than what Osen did, and the way Hara set up was very good. Yeah, in terms of what Osen did, yeah. What Osen did was more impressive, yeah. But in terms of actual shock value and just the build-up, that was better for me. Coalition was better. Goten, yeah, Morten, he might be in my top 10 characters. when I catch up, I'm going to do a lot of those streams in the first week after I catch up. I'm going to do a power scaling one, obviously. I'm going to do a favorite characters one. I'm going to do a lot of those. My knowledge on Kingdom won't be that high though, so the power scaling one is going to be garbage as fuck, but it's just going to be fun. Uhei Goten, yeah, W. Man, this next month is going to be great. June is going to be a great month. We're getting Berserk chapter 361, which is like, it has the potential to be a top 10 chapter in the entire series. We have this Kingdom chapter, which I've heard amazing things about. Apparently, 641 was the end of Western Zao invasion, so I'm guessing it's going to be the award ceremony, maybe. Shin got the name Ri in the latest chapter. I've been spoiled on that. I'm just excited to see how the fuck he gets it. And yeah, man, there's a lot to be excited about. Took the man almost 4 hours to read 19 chapters. Look, as long as there's no technical difficulties next time, I will read triple that amount of chapters in the same amount of time. I was going ham in my coalition streams, okay? The next stream should be better, yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully, because there won't be the technical difficulties and we have some action, so yeah. Power scaling on strength or ability. We'll do 2. We're going to do overall. Power scaling in Kingdom is more of a headache than One Piece. I don't think so. I wouldn't see that being the case, because One Piece, there's no real answers. Kingdom, there's answers. There's a lot of answers. There's a lot of answers. Like, we actually see top tiers fight. We have seen, presumably, the 2 strongest men in China have 1v1. We've seen Mobu versus Kanmei. We know what the strongest men fight like. And then you have to, the thing with power scaling in Kingdom is it depends on if you're doing, like Juan just said, strength or ability. Like, in terms of who would win a war, I wouldn't knock someone for putting Kanki above Mobu in terms of who would win a war. In terms of who would win in a fight, I would drag you to hell if you were to even think about putting Kanki above Mobu in a 1v1 fight. But in a war situation, the answer you come to might be very different. Anyways, that is it for this stream. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for pulling up. That was the technical difficulties was very time consuming. I was wilding. There was a lot of dialogue, so I took my time with things. But thankfully, I enjoyed a lot of shit. Like, a lot of shit. And yeah. That's about it, I guess. I'm gonna catch you guys on Thursday, I think. Because tomorrow I can't gym. I have a discussion. But Thursday, I think. Thursday, I think I can make. I actually might be able to stream tomorrow. It just all depends on how long this discussion is going to be. There's a lot to take into account in Kingdom though, at least in terms of general ability, not just fighting ability. We've seen generals get feats, but there's thousands of different scenarios that a general can be put into, and it would speak on different specific skills. That's a very good point. So you have to take into account the setting. You have to take into account the amount of people that if they have a supply line, if they have this, they have that. That's a good point. Anyways, take care, folks. Thanks for sticking around. Itsuro, Jonkins, Paru, Juan, Apex, TC, all the peeps. We out. I'm gonna catch you guys either tomorrow or the day after. Peace. And Sam as well. Thanks for staying, Sam.